Hello.
Once again. Ooh. But time for that poor nest right in spike. Oh. Bubble monkey. He's had his he's got the love of his life. Little wife monkey. My webcam is so far away. I just can't be arsed around. Can't be bothered. Actually get a good setup. But I like doing this. I don't like putting any effort in. It's hard. Maximum effort. Sounds like damn. But again, just stands right in place. Is it working? It's all not. Alright. Controller synced. I'm going to switch over to this controller. Ooh, fancy. Oh, Titanfall. It's a pretty old one, but I like it. I broke my other one. Or I broke the right trigger on my other one. Look. Wasn't my best moment, alright? I didn't throw it. Not like I got angry around here. I'm always angry. I don't know, just knocked off the counter or something like that. Have to bust it up good. Rip. F in the chat. Without further gablue, let's dive in. You guys watch VR guy? We didn't say it anymore. VR Oasis. It's great. Soon. Alex? Mark? Bill? It's a nice dude anyway. Or it seems like a nice guy. The accent. Let's play a drinking game. Drink whenever my camera explodes. Right, I'm in Summers. Okay. What? Okay. What? Happening. But can I escape clutches of stuck here for the rest of the game. No, final boss. Seriously, what's going on? Okay. Oh wow, that is some janky design right there. I don't think I'm supposed to go. I'm supposed to use the bow from over here. Off to a good start. Whoops. Alright, see, what the hell was I even doing here? I picked up a few things. I remember that much. Beyond that, I don't remember. Okay, so let's just talk to people on the video. I'll talk to everybody. RPG conundrum. I'll talk to everybody. Okay. Oh wow. I'm serious. I'm risky. Have some fun. Apparently I look really serious. Look like I mean business. Also spoiling the atmosphere as we're going. It's kind of creepy. Food. Place. Right. Oh, fuzzy pickle skies. What a great photograph. Alright. Spectacular. One thing. What does this do? I mean, I guess it just gives you back health, but okay. I'll let you carry it. Actually, I should give it a try. Because all the rage. Rational. Am I the only one that hates the word among? Like, I feel like I should always be amongst. Because I'm old timey. I'm old. Yeah. Alright. Fashionable yellow one. 30. That's not even that good. I don't even bother. Bring down the brightness on this. It's not reflecting off. Yeah. Just want to extend the battery because I'm too lazy to plug it in. Speaking of which, 1% of my battery. That should be fine. Alright. Got all this hand up. Just like alternate. Okay, so I am way over here. Back over here. Not billboard. Okay, yep. Nice one. Sour. Of course it was. That one too. Meow. Okay, yeah. Oh, the explodey webcam. I don't know, man. Yeah, I'll give you the secret number. Oh. Oh, Jeff? Oh, Jeff, right. He's the one holding the controller. Fourth wall breaking. Register your name. Don't spell your name wrong. Well, guess I gotta do it now. This is game. Okiska. Thanks, game player. Thank you. Yes. Let me tell monsters. I think I already got all the stuff from the shop, right? I think everyone says like the next town is really expensive. Yeah, I already did. Oh, you have a twin, right? Dad. Love it. In my dreams, I see that town. You get the reference? Silent Hill. Dude. Insane. Alright, great sound. Go Frisbee. No, I got numbed. I wasn't even paying attention to how much freeze did. That do good damage from it, right? It's like always a good skill to use. The Xperia. No, is there any reason to go into hospital? Is there anybody to talk to back from the hospital people? Got it, right? So far. So. Tell me. That's worth doing. bored, so let's do it. More importantly, why is my controller no longer responding? Okay. Still. Go home, Sessa. Complete the storyline with the contact what's wrong with Jeff? I thought that was like a temporary thing. He's paralyzed. That sounds permanent. This dude is the thing. Doubt it, right? Just get over that, right? Good to use. I was close to a hospital, so I also paid admission here. Fuck it. That kind of time. Ram raising the force gas. Rating 5. Being extravagant. I don't know if that might be. Right, so come back with jewelry of some kind. And do, I guess. We gotta help Buddy with his, or Buddy's with his cake business. Reputation precedes me, apparently. Always these two fucking enemies. Alright, let's do one of these. The hell is up? What's everyone missing here? exist anyway. I'm an idiot. So, shop and I did the shop that last time. So, go to Stoic. Tactically speaking, I'm gonna laugh at it. It seems to explicate the fact that your radiation of entropies, that's my theory of space-time synthesis, is irrefutably come. The true self. Your integral soul hard enough to burn a hole in their sin. Uncomfortable enough to stare at the real me. And the impression. Is covered so that's stupid. Okay. Yes, I did. A little cart down on the beach later. Why don't I? We're not exploding anymore. Oh god. Sign hypnotized. Alright, little cart out on the beach. Where we at? This is Pizza Magic Cake. Hey, there's another mole that isn't supposed to be in the game. I remember reading or watching a video on little moles. The reason why they appear on the beaches. And the other spot that one appears and it's not supposed to be there is in the desert. Remember the name of the desert? Yeah. But there's like a calculation that happens, like the odds that an enemy will appear, and it's like kind of bugged to make that enemy appear on that tile. Fuck is it? Oh yeah, I remember it's kind of up close to. Not that one, because there should be the missing pile, right? Is crazy? Like, you're supposed to be selling it from a card, right? Did I miss something? Not close enough to find. Oh, maybe it's not. I thought it was on. Maybe it's actually on the road. You want to talk to that little bird thing there? Ah, yeah, there she is. What was that bird thing? Back. Oh well. Magic cake. Hey. He's all give a character. Woo. That's pretty messed up. The Palace of Pooh. Crown. Whoa! Good ass items. Brainstorm. Oh, that's how we do. Alec says poo. Trying to be pooing. Poo is a poo slave. I'd like to apologize for saying poo slave. Guess so. That's for me. Sweet. Hoot. See what I mean? Grab us as much as you want. Can I take your things? Bottle of water. Oh, I thought you was gonna be like, why'd you take my stuff? What do I do? Okay, pee-pee slightly. Piece my pee-pee. BRB, gonna get some water. Guess I always have fun. Big Daddy. Roasted some garlic and ate it. So the room still stinks. Camera just like incredibly pointillized right now. How it really is. Whoop. Do that. Watch with a 10-second delay. Yeah, there we go. That's me. The mood training. Like we could do some poo training. Whoa. Doo-doo. Oops. Yep. Except dollars. That big pigs. Whoa. Oh, cruel. Another bottle of water. What is gruel? This is one of those things. Yeah, it's good. I got food. Huh? Any kind day. Nope, rice gruel. Everyday dish. 200 HP. Yeah, yeah. Good gruel. Delicious gruel. Branches of rabbits blocking away.
Hey.
Oh, Jesus. Scared the crap out of me. See, Discord is supposed to have a noise when people come in and leave.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen on mine.
What?
Yeah,
Like it
it's
just doesn't do it, or it's
no,
not an option, or what?
it doesn't happen. I don't know. I clearly never would have turned it off.
Yeah.
I have no idea. So like,
It definitely makes the sound for me because I hear people come and go in the room
yeah, I
generally.
always did, but I don't know why. Whenever I'm doing stream and somebody shows up, I'm always like, Jesus.
I'm gonna have to remember that for if you're streaming a scary game some night. I'll just jump in the chat real quick.
I mean, I am at a scary part of this game.
Why are you some bald guy right now?
I'm Pooh.
Some Asian stereotype. What?
Pooh.
Who
Prince
dat?
Pooh.
Who dat?
He's the 4th member of your party in this game.
Oh, okay. Is this our first time seeing him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Please rise, Prince. Yeah, this part's really fucked up. They keep trying to get you to stop, like, meditating. And the whole while, oh no, I didn't mean to move. Alright, yeah, can I do it again? Did I fuck it up? I think I fucked it up. Can I go back up? Oh, god damn it. No. Alright, so I guess I have to walk all the way back. Ugh, that's dumb.
Wait, what happened anyway? I'm
You're
looking at it, it's just I don't know. I
You're
don't understand
supposed to keep meditating, but they keep trying to get you to stop. And I inadvertently hit the analog stick for some reason. Don't ask me why, I thought it was a good idea. And so because of that, it thought that I wanted to stop. So it's like, I tricked you. So I guess I have to go back and talk to the guy. Because they're like, hey, your master wants to talk to you, kind of thing. He says to stop. Or you're not supposed to stop, you're supposed to keep going.
Is there many things like that in this game? Because it seems similar in a way to like waiting behind the waterfall for 3 minutes.
Yeah, a little bit.
Is that's the same thing, right? For meditating, you're just kind of like not touching anything.
Yeah, same sort of thing. You just gotta stay still.
So I'm scared that the game does it twice now. I guess twice is better than once because once you've done it once, you're kind of expecting to do it a second time. But it's just such a weird idea for a video game.
In this one, it's like, it's supposed to be that you're so like dedicated to your training that you're not gonna be phased.
Yeah. Maddie just jumped in, by the way.
What's
Maddie appeared. Alright, so messenger from master. So I'm gonna tell you that you must stop your meditation immediately. You must come back instead of staying in a place such as this. So yeah, I'm gonna stay here. All the while I have this playing in my ear. It's really great.
like 16-bit style?
Yeah, but it sounds surprisingly impressive.
CD audio.
Prince Pooh, I'm the spirit of your ancient lineage. Complete your trial. I'm going to break your legs. You will lose the use of them. Do you accept this? Yes.
Oh lord, why would you accept that?
So, Prince Pooh, you cannot walk as your legs are broken. Next, I will tear your arms off. You'll then take your arms and feed them to the crows.
I've never seen this part of the game
The
before.
taking of your arms. Do you accept this?
With open arms. Wait.
Prince Pooh, without legs and arms, you can only lie there. Now cut your ears off. Do not mind me taking your hearing away, do you? Do you accept this?
Oh, I appear to be getting a call. Oh, just one sec.
I can't hear anything now. The game is completely silent. No Prince Pooh, no legs, no arms, and no sound.
Oh, that's cool that the game goes quiet.
By floating words through the air, I must ask you, do you care if I take your eyes? Want to live in eternal darkness?
By floating words through the air. That's awesome.
I shall steal your sight. Do you accept this? Yes. Fade to black.
Man, I still laugh at that Bigfoot line like once a day.
My coworker, Bigfoot. What was it? Doesn't like violence
My
or
coworker,
something?
Bigfoot, dislikes violence.
Dislikes violence. Yeah.
It's so funny. I don't know why. It's just like it's got that like weird Anchorman type feel, you know, the arsonist had oddly shapen feet. It's just like what?
The arsonist had oddly shapen feet. Finally, people, you lose your mind. You don't lose any feelings of sadness. Accept this. Yep, accept it.
That sounds like deeply profound in its own way. Like if you lose your mind, you lose the ability to be sad. That's interesting. Could potentially be true.
Right. Well, looks like I did my training. Yay. Now I can actually go back for reals this time.
I just got an email from Ticketmaster saying that they canceled the Tool show that I had tickets for. I'm pretty bummed out.
Ooh.
I've never seen them before. And it's like I was figuring like this would probably be my only chance, so I like scooped up tickets, even though they were like $250 each.
Ooh. Well, they'll probably reschedule though, won't they?
Well, they were supposed to. Like the tickets for the show were like about 2 or 3 weeks ago now, but they were just like, no, we're gonna honor them. Like they're just gonna reschedule. But then today they were just like, no, it's canceled. So
That's fair.
hopefully they come back. That'd be great. I'm kind of happy in a way too, though, because like I had tickets for me and a buddy of mine, so it was like $500 going back on my credit card.
Yeah.
Which, with everything going on, would probably be pretty dope.
Yeah.
Why? Who were you gonna see?
Tool.
Oh shit!
Yeah, but my Run the Jewels tickets haven't been canceled yet, and they're on tour with Rage Against the Machine. So as long as that doesn't get canceled, I'll be happy.
I'll BRB again. Sorry.
How dare you? I got a new teleport skill. Fuck yeah. My name is Pooh.
He just runs right past him.
I think those are the only lines that Pooh speaks in the entire game.
It's weird because you'd think, given he's race, that they would probably try to like at least make him stand out a little bit more.
Is a tiny ruby good for anything? I wonder.
I'll look it up.
Do not know. Alright, well, I guess I should go to a shop and see if I can buy some stuff for Pooh, because he is defenseless right now. Wait a second. I can't remember who actually uses anything, right? No, Show curiosity. Oh my lord. If I just go here. Wow, okay, so his defense just drops to 0.
It's just an item that you need to get into a specific area, so I'm guessing it's story based.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's weird. Like, I kind of forgot, but like, you can't give equipment to, or you can give equipment to Pooh, but if he equips anything, his defense drops to 0. So weird.
Okay, so he's kind of like the karate guy in the original Final Fantasy game type thing.
Yeah.
That's how he worked,
At
right?
least-
Like he was weaker if you put weapons in his hand.
Yeah, But like this is like even if I give him armor, it makes him weaker. It's so strange.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Maybe it blocks his spiritual pressure.
Yeah, it must be. Let's try it.
So I just finished the 2017 Berserk. I remember when we last chatted, I had just kind of jumped into it about a few episodes in. But it's pretty good. Once you kind of get like the animation, you just kind of get over it eventually. Like the voice acting is superior to the 98 version for obvious reasons. And I don't know, there was even like some little story elements that were different in the 98 version. And I checked with a friend of mine who's obsessed with Berserk, and it seems like the 2017 version is a little bit more canon.
Yeah, but it's different storylines, right? Like the 2017 version is it's not like.
Oh, sorry, I was talking about the movie. Sorry, I totally fucked up there. Yeah, because the 2017 version is like, does that take place right after the 98 version, or is it like shortly after?
Yeah, it's like shortly after. Pretty much right after, but not like immediately after.
Yeah, because at the end of the 98 one, it's like Griffith has just gotten his power, and Berserk just lost his arm. Essentially, Berserk. I call him.
Berserk boy.
The Berserk. The Berserk. Am I Metroid?
I was just gonna say the same thing. Or wait, no, it was Am I Contra? Yeah. Am I Contra?
There's a Metroid joke and a Contra joke, but I can't remember which one's which.
Like, Metroid is coming. I'll have to ask Matthew. He'll remember for sure.
I watched like last year, but it's like every time I watched it, I still laugh at the same parts. But I can't remember it right now.
What are magic turrets? Let's check those out. Covers about 20 pp. That's not bad. Something. I guess I should probably stay in a hotel and get my health back. Maybe.
I looked into the homestick thing as well last week. If I remember correctly, I think there's like an element of randomness to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not. Yeah. I thought that was kind of strange. I don't really remember many games from back then that had like random elements.
Yeah. God, how expensive it was to stay here overnight. $600. Oh yeah, double beam.
Are there different prices? The different places?
Oh yeah. Yeah, starting off it's like next to nothing, but you progress through the game it gets. Oh, not who, Jeff. Is it better? It is. Alright, so that means I gotta sell off his old one. Yeah. Yesterday's same as yesterday. Today will be the same as yesterday. Oh god, Jenny's making something out there. It sounds good. So like.
How was Jenny anyway? I haven't heard you. Well, I've heard you talk about her obviously, but I don't think I really asked about her on a personal level.
She's doing really well. She's working for Eastern Health these days, and doing a couple different gigs for them. She's covering for somebody that's off, and will hopefully be off for a while because she's making like decent money working on a job that she technically doesn't would normally need to have her master's to do. Incidentally, she is getting her master's right now, so that's good.
That's awesome.
But yeah, so doing really well. We're both pretty lucky in that we're especially right now when most people are kind of in a hard way, we're actually doing really well.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I'm happy for you. It's great, real crazy. You guys are doing insanely well.
It's nice to have gigs that didn't we're just extremely lucky on that regard. you know, I can do my job from home and she can still do hers and stuff. I realize that's kind of a dumb thing to say, considering I realized that you ended up getting laid off after.
Oh, whatever. Like you didn't lay me off.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want to be like, oh, it's so great, you know. It's kind of
no, like I was working for a lot longer than even I thought I would be, and like I felt the same way towards other people. It's like it sucks that you don't have a job right now. It's like I'm really happy that I'm working, but it's like whatever.
Yeah, but you still realize it's like, you know, everyone's going through their hardships.
Yeah, some more than others. I mean, I don't feel like I have too much to complain about realistically.
It's, it could be a lot worse for a lot of folks. I bet we could be.
Yeah,
we could be in the States right now.
Yeah, exactly. My mom's healthy, so I feel like that's everything I really need in my life, at least.
Yeah, States. Parents are healthy. Might be seeing them sooner rather than later, which is great.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Well,
are they in Newfoundland for all this, or are they?
Yeah,
okay. I wasn't sure if they got stuck out somewhere crazy.
No, thankfully they actually had good foresight, and they were like, Dad, pretty early on was like, we're gonna head home out of this, and like even I remember it being sort of like, oh, I find it interesting, like, because, well, to be fair, Dad had a lot of trouble with shingles. He had the shingles.
Okay, yeah, I think I remember you mentioning that to me before.
And, so he was in a hard way, and you know, it was a lot on them, and then like, you know, all this pandemic stuff on top of it. Like, this is before it was ever a pandemic, but you know, he was prescient enough to say, oh, we should head home out of it, and I'm glad they did.
Yeah, I'm really thankful to have parents that like took it seriously right away, or like parents that are just generally not idiots. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly. Yeah.
Oh man, I know so many people whose parents are just like have no idea. Like still even they're just like, they're just blown out of proportion. It's like, dear God, like what needs to happen?
Yeah, like, you know, that generation, I suppose, is more inclined to be like, the media.
Yeah.
Back in my day, we didn't get to have pandemics. Your
they
face.
canceled them. I heard a great conspiracy theory today that I hadn't heard before, although I'm sure you probably already heard it. Well, you know how like Bill Gates apparently started it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently it's all because of like population control. Like that's what he was all about. And it's like, oh, okay. And is that like a new twist on a conspiracy or what? Because I didn't think that's why air quotes, why he started coronavirus.
I don't know, man. I can't keep up.
Because I always thought it was funny that they started blaming it on him and 5G.
Yeah, simultaneously. Like, it's like the perfect storm. So ridiculous. Oh, good, big bottle rocket. This guy's fucked.
Hey.
Better be sorry.
Parents send their love.
Sending my love down the well.
I was actually, I kind of forgotten about the stream until I got an email from Twitch saying you were live.
I'm alive, Johnny 5.
I was just starting a bit of cleaning. This place is a state. So I might need to peace out soon anyway and finish that up. I gotta get showered. I gotta work again. Oh, it's gross.
Grody.
Then I'm off for the weekend.
Nice. Very nice.
I gotta change my tires over at your place tomorrow.
Still haven't done that, eh? Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot your tires were here.
Yeah, they're at your place.
Well, I'm not helping you.
What?
You're on your own. I'm not helping you. You're on your own.
I'll buy you a case of beer.
You didn't help me with mine.
Didn't ask.
The spite is real.
This fight. Yeah, no, yeah. Of course I'll help you.
Alright. But yeah, I really will buy you a case of beer.
Don't worry about that. I feel like I owe you a case of beer for at least for helping me get new employment.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of which, did they give you the bonus after for that, or were they like,
That won't
oh,
be for a while.
It's usually after 3 months generally.
Yeah.
oh right,
Yeah,
you're right.
it
Yeah,
will be 3
it's
months.
once your probation is over is usually when most companies give it out.
Yeah,
Got
they don't really have a probationary period at Verifin, so I really like that.
Really? Wow.
No.
I think they probably do. They probably just don't like announce what it is
Yeah.
because,
Yeah.
well, for whatever
They've
reason,
got
some
to,
companies
right?
don't like. Yeah, I
But
think
like,
it's kind of
you know,
standard.
it's like you get benefits right away. You can apply for vacation right away. You know what I mean? It's not like I remember I took days off well before like 3 months, and they're just
Yeah,
like,
it's very weird. I mean, very different place, I tell you.
Congrats, by the way. I don't. This is
Oh,
my
thanks,
first time
buddy.
hearing the news.
Yeah,
you certainly deserve it.
Yeah, well, everybody seems to have a lot of confidence that I'll do well there, and I'm sure it's not going to be super easy by any means, but I'm definitely going to do my best. So,
Yeah,
pretty
when the
stoked.
money's there, the work certainly comes out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I worked hard enough, barely getting paid, so I may as well
Yeah, exactly.
get paid.
Yeah, they're super good company to work for. I mean, I know it's been said a billion times, but
Yeah.
just like last Friday, they just said, "Hey, it's sunny out. Whatever you got on your plate, I'm sure it can wait. Enjoy the sun." You know what I mean? Like, just sent that out to the whole company. It's like, all right. Yeah.
Well, yes, I will go outside. Thank you.
But I mean, their result-oriented work environment. Anyway, it's a little bit different when you're on help desk because you kind of have to be there to take the calls when the calls are coming in. But if I just want to up and not work and do my work in the evening or whatever else, it's like as long as the work gets done, that's all they care about.
Mm-hmm. It's a good thing about salary positions too. It's like,
Yeah, exactly.
It's not hour based. It's what you get done.
Yeah, mom's always like, "Oh, I don't know if you should be taking that time off." It's like, I'm on salary. I don't need like vacation pay or anything like that.
Yeah, I still get my yearly pay.
Yeah.
Not gonna dock me.
I get unlimited vacation.
Stoked. I'm also stoked to hear about the options for computer and phone. Fuzzy business.
Yeah, you'll likely get a Mac, I guess.
Oh really?
Broken cannon.
Take that, you lefty.
I know, right?
Wait, what? Lefty?
Yeah, because like on Macs, the X menu and everything's on like the top left corner instead of the top right corner.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm sure that would be good. I was kind of hoping for something with a better keyboard though, and I find Mac keyboards a little bit on the mashy side with the butterfly switches that a lot of them have.
I never used a Mac before in my life, so I don't know.
Okay.
This music.
I know they
is a
fixed
jam.
it on the new ones, but I think it's only like the very newest ones. I think.
Yes, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
They did change to a different kind
Yeah.
for the brand new ones.
But I do still have those contact lenses. What are they for? Who are they for? Hyper beam.
Look, I'm really sorry. You can't buy that.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm curious about what kind of phones they have available. If I'll end up with an iPhone or if they have any.
They should have
Decent
some
Android
Android
options.
ones, but you can get like an iPhone 10 if you want.
Okay. Wonder what they have in Android though, because that's the route I'd probably rather go,
Yeah.
obviously. Though I don't mind iPhones. Like, there's definitely something to be said about iPhones. Mostly in their camera quality and their video recording, which is just like insanely good somehow. No matter how good Android gets, I feel like they never quite match it. They get pretty fucking close.
Jesus Christ. Should I keep a snake at home? Perhaps I should ask an expert.
It looks like the contact lenses are a part of a side quest.
They are, and I should do them. I just don't know where the fuck that is.
Do you want to know?
Sure.
All right, I'm just reading the paragraph here. Just give me a sec. So it looks like Panatella Giovanni lost them in the desert. Is that accurate?
In the desert. Yep,
Yeah,
that's right.
he's in the second floor of the Fourside Bakery.
Oh, okay, cool. Chubby Kid did his business out here somewhere. Oh my god, I was wondering what these spots were on the ground. There's fucking pokey shit. That's hilarious.
What are they? Sorry?
It's just Pokey's shit on the ground.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why? Why is it black and not brown? He should see a doctor.
I mean, if you're in the desert, it's probably dehydrated. I don't know why I said dehydrated. Dehydrated. You get
Unhydrated.
Dehydrated. Must be a hospital, yeah. Man, oh man, the music here is the fucking jam.
Well, I guess I need to switch over to so I can listen to it for a bit.
You should, because there's this part where it goes. It's so awesome.
Alright, gonna check it out.
You gotta wait until that part. I was gonna teleport out of here, but I'll walk around for a bit until you hear it. Should be coming up soon.
This song is awesome.
Right?
This is good stuff.
Especially with my headphones on, like. Oh yeah. Just that.
Oh man.
It's so good. This game has the best music ever. Alright,
It's like 8-bit snake charming music or something. I don't know
yeah,
how to
exactly.
describe
Yeah,
it, but
no, that's
yeah.
exactly it.
Dope.
Oh, dude, that was so tight. The panning of it too, like there's like
Yeah.
from right to left. That's so cool.
Bakery. Yeah, whoever, like, when they put the soundtrack to this song together, it's just like they fucking knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
Like, the game itself is fine, but like the style of the game just makes it.
Yeah.
It wasn't for the style or like just how absurd everything was.
Yeah, if this game could have been like never talked about again if it wasn't so unique in style. Like just the obscene jokes and like the way it's drawn and like there's so many interesting things about this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
came
like
to
the definition of like quirky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Came to deliver my grandma's memento, the contact lens. What? Thank you so
Passed down for generations.
Yeah.
Contact lenses.
It's her family tradition to keep things forever. Okay, I'll give you some for his reward. Here's my socks that I use only for special occasions. I've worn these socks for just 5 years. No
They're
holes,
just
and they've only been
5.
worn once since the last washing. They stink a little, but they're still good. Hey, don't refuse me here. I'm being generous. I came all that way just for fucking stinky socks. I think they used in battle, right? Used during battle, the enemy gets so nauseous from the ripe odor they cannot fight.
Yeah, it says. Yeah.
Wow, those are some dirty socks. You only wore those once and they're that
Yeah,
ripe?
I know, right?
That's a real foot under-ish.
Wow, I'm glad I fucking teleported halfway across the world for that.
Let's just hope he was wearing it on his feet.
Oh.
Gross.
Bum, ba-dum, ba-bum.
Alright, I'm gonna go back to Dalam. Is that where I was? No, I was in Scaraba. Wait, can I go back to Dalam? Or I have to go back there later, I guess. Oh, fuck. I'm so bad at using this. Wait, what? Did you see that? I just... Oh, well, you'll see it now in a second. Hang
I
on.
don't. Dalam?
Wait.
Scaraba?
Look at this.
What?
I just,
You just.
got into a battle with nothing.
What?
Did you see that?
Yeah, it
What?
just went from you like being burned or something
Yeah.
to like you winning a battle.
Yeah, I just walked up and like I just ran into something and got into a battle and won immediately.
Well, somebody came up behind you and like that. Her face turned blue and like when you beat her.
Oh.
There was,
Really?
like, a
I didn't even
person
see
who,
that.
Well,
like,
I didn't
was
see
above.
anything.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
So weird. Gonna have to play back the tape. Alright, let's go Scaraba. What? Oh my god, I almost fucked it up again. Alright, let's venture out. I feel like I'm not well prepared enough for this, but let's do it anyway.
Oh, so that's what you were using when you blew up, was it?
Yeah, yeah. If you don't,
Weird.
like, run enough, then
Yeah.
you'll blow up.
I vaguely remember that.
I wrote down the time that it happened, so if you want to, I might check it out later and see what the fuck was going on. That was crazy.
Yeah, it was very strange. I remember there was something like that in the desert. There's like one enemy that like runs away from you immediately. It's like super tiny, but if you catch it, then it gives you like a bunch of experience. I half wonder if maybe that had something to do with it.
How do you catch it? You just like gotta attack it real quick, or what?
Yeah, you just gotta, you know, run towards it as quickly as possible, I guess. Yeah, if it wasn't for Paula, this game would be so much harder. And Ness.
Why? I assume she's like the support character of the group. Like,
No,
healing?
she's like, Ness is the healing one. I mentioned this the other day. It's like, it's weird because the main character is the support character. It's like,
oh,
so strange.
okay.
So Ness is, which would traditionally, like, he does good damage. He does the most damage, which is just normal attacks. But he has all the healing spells, whereas Paula, who would normally be like the healer character, is the main like mage attack character.
Mage, yeah. Okay.
Kinda
And then
interesting.
Pooh, I guess, plays like the monk role. as you would
Yeah.
expect.
I don't quite. He does. Oh, that's right. He does attack magic as well. I forgot about that. Cool.
That little monkey at the bottom of your screen just makes me want to play Little Nemo.
Little Nemo. Trying to remember
Is
that.
that the normal Nintendo game?
Yeah, the one where you like throw bubble gum into animals' mouths and then they blow gum and then you can like possess them essentially.
Oh.
I vaguely remember
That was
that.
based on a cartoon, wasn't it? Like a cartoon movie?
I don't know.
Like this
I think it was.
kid would like dream or something.
Yeah.
What was that called? Was that also? It probably was just called Little Nemo, but I thought I had something like.
The Dream Master is the subtitle on the video
Yeah.
game, so maybe that's for the show as well. I didn't know there was a show. If there is,
Man, my keyboard and mouse keep fucking up lately. I don't know what's going on, man. Weird me right the fuck out.
How do you mean?
It'll just stop responding altogether. Like, I just tried to type something and nothing's going in. So I unplugged it and plugged it back in and now it's working, but it's so weird. This is, mind you, this is Burry's old
Oh.
keyboard.
Okay. Why are you using that one?
Because the lapboard does not have a numpad. And I pretty much need it to do my job.
Ah. Well, lucky that you had that one there, though.
Yeah. Really,
I love having the number pad, man.
Yeah, me too. But I would never buy a keyboard with a number pad on it, because I like the 10 keyless ones. They're so cute.
yeah. There was a Little Nemo movie in 1989 just called Little Nemo.
Nice.
And then also the same year, oh, maybe it's the same movie. But yeah, it's called Little Nemo Adventures in Slumberland.
Yeah.
So it definitely has to be based on that then, I would hope at
Sure.
least. Or it's just like the most shameless ripoff of all time.
Which I guess
Actually
is-
originated in a comic strip, apparently.
Huh. Interesting.
So it's a video game based off a movie based off a comic strip. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Definitely quality.
Like
All the way
Spawn
around.
video game.
Like Hagar the Horrible, the iPhone game. Hopefully that's not a thing. But let's
Oh god, I hope not.
let's not look it up and just assume that it's not, just in case.
What was that real? Oh, Beetle Bailey.
Peter Bailey.
I was
Yeah.
like, what was that
Beetle
real
Bailey.
crappy, also in the same vein?
I
but,
was
like,
gonna say, I think
military
those were like
comic?
one on top of the other. Like I think Hagar the Horrible was like right before or right after Peter Bailey. At least in
Yeah.
our like newspaper that we got.
Totally, right? Yeah. Beetle Bailey. I can't believe I remember that.
Bill
Just rented
Braxton.
they're good.
Oh, what am I getting email for now? DoorDash. 10% off. I'll pick up orders. Don't give a fuck. Fuck you. DoorDash. Game Gear Micro is the most buck wild thing I've ever seen.
Right?
The game industry just got turned upside down.
Yeah, COVID's gonna fuck them up. They're like, what do we do? Let's just make like an impossibly small Game Gear that nobody can use. It's brilliant.
Yeah. The novelty's
we'll-
gonna wear
Oh
out
my
like by the time you get to the parking lot with it. You're like, I'm done with this. Like,
And like the assortment of games is so like lackluster for the most part. I mean,
and
like
they're
they've
$50 each.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah, per
Or
console.
for
they're
4
$50.
games.
God.
For a little console that only has 4 pre-built-in games.
Oh,
Two of which are
Oh,
probably, like-
okay. So you don't swap out the games. It's just $50
No.
each. Okay.
it's
That's
$50,
bad.
and there's 4 colors, and then the 4 colors come with 4 different games on each one. So if you want to play all the games, you have to buy all 4.
So you'd have to pay $200 for all 4.
Yeah, and
I-
if you got all 4 for $200, they give you a bonus, and it's like the little magnifying glass that you stick onto it.
Yeah.
Oh my lord, no.
Like, what? Why would you make a mini console and then like give people? Oh my god, my head.
And it looks so bad too. Well,
Oh, it
I
looks
think like
terrible.
I think the magnifier thing is like a throwback to an
It is. That was a
accessory
real
they used.
item that
Yeah.
the original did have. Yeah, it's just like, why not just not make it micro? Like, just make it like if they had made that the size of like half of a 3DS, we'll say,
Yes.
that'd be perfect. You could
That'd
sell
be
it for
pretty
$50,
baller, yeah.
put
Yeah.
all 16 games on it, and I would
Mhm.
definitely buy it.
Yes. Easy
But I'm not
AK.
paying $50 for a micro console. Like, it's literally just
Only
novelty.
4 games, and like each of them has like a shitty puzzle game in there, you know, that I'm
Yeah.
not even gonna touch, you know. So it's like I get what 2 games tops out of each of these that I'm actually like that I'd actually play.
Yeah, it's, oh man. What a
It's
terrible idea.
It's so bad.
I kind of want one.
I kind of did until I looked into it. I'm like, oh, Game Gear was a cool system. I'm sure this would be cool. And it's like, you know, like you remember the Game Boy Micro,
Yeah.
how small
Yeah.
that was. Well, that was like small, ridiculously so, but like still perfectly playable.
Mhm.
This is even smaller to the point where it's like human hands cannot operate this thing. Like this is for some sort of micro person. Like I don't know who this is for.
It's a
for
very
somebody
niche
with-
market, micro
Yes,
people.
man. Yes. So,
You're right though, man. It's like the buttons are too close together, like the D-pads. Like you're basically pushing all the buttons in every direction as soon as you touch it.
and half of the screen probably.
Yeah, exactly.
Not even
It's-
touch screen, but
Oh man. They'd be smarter at this point to do like a Game Pass type thing where it's like $1 a month, but you can play their entire library or something.
mhm.
Like that'd be more profitable for them than this. Like, oh,
Yeah.
terrible
I mean,
idea.
They wouldn't have the crazy manufacturing costs and stuff. They would just
Yeah.
you know, be able to put out their content.
Because I mean, realistically, that thing's $50. Most of that is going into the screen, is what you're really paying for.
Yeah.
Like the computer inside of it, the plastic it takes to make it, like that's dollars, and then the
Yeah.
screen is chewing up the rest of it.
It's just such a weird idea.
Yeah.
But I guess Sega hasn't exactly been on a hot streak of good ideas for the past
Yeah,
while.
I mean, in the last 10 years, the only 2 decent things they've done is like that Alien game they made. I
Oh,
guess.
Oh,
Did they make
Alien
that or publish it?
Isolation.
Yeah, they only published
Yeah, I
that.
think that was just
And the Oscar award-winning Sonic the Hedgehog movie. That won an Oscar, right?
I believe so.
Is
Yeah.
that right?
Ben, Ben Schwartz got the Oscar for playing the titular Sonic. Man, he
For
was
his
actually
floss
really,
dance.
he was actually really good for that role though, and like.
Yeah,
I've
seems
seen
that
some
way.
interviews. Did you see? I don't know if you saw Polygon's interview with him after. Pat from Polygon interviewed him, and he did like I can't remember what he was doing. He was like, "You have 10 seconds to answer every question," so it was just ridiculous. They ended up like ribbing each other like constantly the whole interview, and it was just priceless. Man, you should check it out if you get a chance.
He's pretty funny, man. In general,
Ben Schwartz is really funny, dude. Like, he has an improv.
He's got that improv show on Netflix.
Yeah. I haven't watched
Even on
it, but I've
Parks
heard
and
great
Rec, like he was barely on that, but every time he was on it, man, he made me laugh out loud.
Yeah, he's just got such a weird like delivery, like
Yeah.
super dry, but like really funny. You know, like he'll say just the silliest things with the straightest of faces. It's like, it's awesome.
Move this a little bit closer here. So when my webcam inevitably explodes, and I can wipe it easily.
I can't remember what he said. Oh, there was something that just cracked me up. It's like if you could. I can't remember. It was like some like ridiculously offensive question that Pat asked him. Like if you could commit a crime in any place, where would it be, or something like that? And, like totally deadpan, and like in a split second, Ben was like, "Where do you live?" Okay, yeah. Like he's like, "Yeah, I do it there." You know, like it was just so funny. Funny dude. I think I watched a video of him and his other improv partner. I can't remember his name. I remember his face, but I can't remember his name.
Yeah, I can't remember his name either.
He did a video with the Game Grumps where they were playing Quiplash.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was pretty funny, but I felt like he wasn't as funny playing that as what I expected him from his improv. I feel like Darren and or Dan and Aaron are like were almost like too funny. They like had better answers than he did, which I thought was interesting.
Right. So, have to go get some autograph. Cool. On Facebook.
Tapalo.
Right. How the fuck do I get her autograph now? Wait, what? Don't forget, life is money. I've lived that life. You can buy everything but love, friendship, and experience points, okay? That's what I thought she said. Pretty cute. Can't buy experience. Oh, great. Now you're gonna have to watch the show. What the fuck? Baby, Venus just singing like a die happy man.
You sexy thing, you baby, sexy. Venus, baby. Sob, sob.
Oh wow. I forgot that they actually had like it's funny. They have like a female vocalist sound effects.
Lord.
It sounds about oh god, when it hits the low notes it's like oh. Oh, is the guy gonna rush the stage?
He's not really rushing.
No, he's
And she's awfully sparkly.
I know, I was thinking the same.
I can understand the dress sparkling, but why is her hair and everything
She uses glisten.
like
That hot.
just like body glitter out the wazoo?
Oh god, no, he's rushing the stage again.
I gotta refresh. I'm like too far behind.
Oh, security guys took care of him, thankfully.
Oh, there he
Don't
is.
worry, yeah.
Sacked. Oh, I was expecting him to get taken down.
Just tasered.
Like, tackled him. Just don't tase me, bro. So what time are you thinking about swinging out this way, Lou? Tomorrow.
Oh, I guess pretty much right after work.
Cool. Did you want to, were you eating supper first, or did you want to get some food?
Say we get some food.
Yeah.
Get some dirty takeout. And, do my tires. Woo!
Oh yeah, boy. Well, with the two of us at it, it'll take like no time.
I hope so.
Although, man, I almost killed
I
myself.
know, I remember you were saying I had a really hard time.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was talking to you guys after my hands were all sore and shit.
Oh, yeah, I
I
remember that
autograph
night.
on a banana peel. Alright, cool. So I've got the signed banana. Oh, she gave me a kiss.
That's sweet. I was trying to remember. You said Emily who interviewed me said that I was so much like you. With Emily, was she the one from the south, or?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah.
Yeah.
And Tanya was the other girl. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember.
Was it Tanya
What?
or Tanya?
I think it.
Did she have glasses?
Yeah, she had glasses.
Oh, do you have one of each?
I think that might be Tanya. Tanya Hayward? Does that sound
Yes.
right? Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
Tanya is great. Love Tanya.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
she's
haven't
awesome.
talked to her since. I should ask her about that. But yeah. No, Emily's
believe
fantastic
it's
too. She's a darling.
Yeah, she's
As
very
you can
sweet. She had to. I was definitely telling. I probably told both of you, but she had to like duck out during the interview. And she just like dropped out suddenly. And we're like, oh, do we lose Emily? And she popped back on later. It's like, sorry, my kid came in here bleeding.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh my
Like,
god,
band-
no.
was it like a cut hand or something? But she had to like go bandage it. And
My kid showed up bleeding. Alright. See ya.
it was funny. She kept apologizing. I'm like, hey man, mom duties come first.
Yeah, seriously.
Her and Katie are both, and Steven as well. Actually, I can't remember where Katie is now. Is she in Houston? Yeah, Houston, but Steven is in Bama as well.
Bama.
And he's also like the nicest guy you'll meet. I don't know what it is about Verifin and having lots of nice people there. What's up with
Yeah, it seems to be that way though, for sure.
Well, I don't think anybody there hates their job, so that probably helps keep everybody's
Yeah,
moods
yeah,
pretty
I
good.
suppose.
Morale is good for mood.
Yeah. It's something that, like, some of these newer companies are definitely getting right.
Mhm.
It's like, hey,
And,
what
like-
if our employees didn't hate their time here?
Yeah, exactly.
I think one person asked me like, so where are you going? If you don't mind me asking, I was kind of like, I accepted a position at Verifin, and everyone then of course is all like, I'm so jealous. Like, I think everyone in the city has such a high opinion of the place, because
That's
like,
great for them too, though. Like, it kind of keeps like people wanting to work there so
Yeah,
good that
Yeah,
they're
totally.
their reputation precedes them in that regard.
yeah,
And
that's
so many
great.
people like know what Verifin is before they even know what they do. It's like,
exactly what they do.
yeah, it's like, oh, that Verifin place, I hear they're great to work for. Don't know what they
Yeah.
do. But, right, I'm glad I didn't teleport because I need to be here.
It's just like random industries, essentially.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing but a dream at £1 million.
Humble beginnings.
So much like Trump.
Yeah.
It's like
Totally
pretty
a
much
lot
a
of
line
parallels
right
there.
out of Trump's. Like,
Yeah.
my father came here and lit him very little. Aside from
Gave
$1
me a
million.
small loan of
Yeah,
$1 million.
exactly.
Sent me on my way.
That I never paid back.
That I immediately lost on shitty business ventures. And now I'm $1 million. You see his, I had to laugh about his comments that he retreated to the bunker only for
Oh, yeah.
inspection purposes.
Yeah, that
more
was
so for
pretty funny.
inspection
Mostly
purposes.
just
I'm like,
to inspect, you know?
Yeah.
Well,
the post
now's the
about it,
time, I guess.
the tweet made about it is like, I didn't shit my pants. I was just testing their capacity. So good.
Gotta make sure they're load-bearing pants.
Gross.
Yeah.
Oh, secret herb, fucking A. That's a good get after just fighting an enemy. Oh, go.
So, how far are you in Gangs of London, man?
Pretty much done now. I think we got 2 episodes left.
Okay, cool.
How about yourself?
Yeah, I finished it a while back, and ever since I'm like, I wish I had more of that show to watch.
It's so good.
I thought I was done, as you probably know. I thought I was done at episode 6, and I was like, huh, that was like really anticlimactic kind of ending. I mean, it's still good, I guess, but I expected more. And then I found out there's 3 more episodes. I was like, oh fuck. I went back and watched those, and man, it ends a lot better than it did at episode 6. That's for sure.
Why'd you think it ended at 6?
Because I downloaded a torrent that was just labeled season 1, and that's all it had.
Gotcha, okay, that makes sense.
And then like I went back to try to find the same torrent, and it was all gone. Like torrents of it seem to be actually kind of hard to find. Sometimes.
What network is it on?
I didn't try too hard.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I never had any trouble finding it, but...
BBC?
Yeah, it's on, it's on Sky. Which, if you want to stream it online, it's on Now. Streaming service. Or Now Entertainment.
Also, yeah. When I went back to watch the other 3, I didn't bother downloading them. I just found a Putlockers link, and then the quality was just as good as my downloaded episodes, really, and they ran really well.
My lord. I'm gonna die. Hang on. Oh no. Who's dead?
They earned the name Deadly Mouse.
Yeah, seriously. Oh my god, die. Jesus. Now they're just dead mice.
Those effects that the mice had, man, were fucking crazy cool.
Oh man.
The lightning, or whatever the fuck it was. I don't think it was lightning, but...
No. I have ghost poo. Ew. Alright, well, I'm probably not going to get as much cleaning done tonight as I thought.
Well, I had to be honest with you. You pretended like you were going to do it, and I'm really proud of you.
Yeah. Thank you. I promise I'll try, but I'll try to try. So yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Dick Cheetah's in the room. I forget who that is.
Oh hey,
just
Fuzzy
let you know
Pickles.
somebody's in there.
Is that Brad?
It is Zach Bradigan.
That Bradigan.
Yeah, it's the one and only.
Dick Cheetah.
Co-worker. Although he's working with me now. Ha ha ha. Sniped him for my team.
Nice.
What? I only got 6 for that. What the fuck? I thought it said it recovered 30. This is bullshit.
I'll talk to Earthbound's manager.
No, you wait. Okay, none of this is useful. Alright. Let's go over here and dig in this trash can. There's a croissant. Okay. There, actually.
Well, I'll probably bounce there now and finish a little bit more of my cleaning, and not much. I'm gonna half-ass it, and because that's how tired Manny does. And finally grab a shower because I've been putting that off until after cleaning, and I feel gross.
This way.
But I may pop on after I'm finished it all, just see if you're still playing. I'm probably not, but You never know.
Yeah.
And either way, I shall talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah. Have a good
Yeah,
night if
yeah.
I don't talk to you.
Alright, you too, brother, and you too, Fred.
See you, bud.
Hey.
Peace out.
Oh, man. So hungry today. Oh, man. Eat all the things. I don't have any good things to eat. I mean, that's a lie. I have a lot of stuff to eat. But, you know, it's like you got a bunch of stuff and you're like, I don't want any of this stuff that I already have.
You never want what you have.
Exactly. But if you try, you might find sometimes you get what you need. Yeah, get fucked, deadly mouse. More like dead mouse. Hashtag showers. Yeah. What are you playing these days? Are you playing much?
I'm playing Flint Hook currently.
Oh man, I always did want to play that game.
Me too, and I just ran out of stuff to play the other day, so I just like booted up my wish list on the Xbox there. And it wasn't on sale or anything, but I was kind of craving something new to play, so I started playing that.
Cool. Yeah, it's not terribly expensive anyway. It's only like...
It was $14.99, but I had a $5 gift card. So yeah, it was between that and I got a few other games I want to play, but they're games I've played before, like Mark of the Ninja, and a game that's right now. But I was gonna pick up The Mummy Demastered.
Oh yeah,
That looks really fun.
That was an interesting game.
That didn't get the ratings that I wanted it to get, but it's like a 7, so I'm like, alright, that's like more than good enough for me.
That's the
7.
side-scrolling like platformer one, right?
Yeah, kind of looks like Metroid almost.
Yeah. I was having a lot of fun with it, but the one thing I will say is, man, what was it like? They do this annoying thing where it's like, if you die, you lose. Like when you respawn, you don't have all the health that you had, like before you. Say if you're about to fight a boss and you lose all your health, and when you respawn, you only have like a small portion of the health, so you have to grind to get all the health back up.
Oh, really?
And then do that over and over again. It was really annoying.
Oh, that's a bit of a deal breaker for me, because that sounds like super annoying.
They might have changed it. It's worth looking into, but if you look on the Steam page, you'll see a bunch of people complain about it because it was a big pain in the ass. To the point that it made me stop playing it, because I was just like, I kept dying on this one boss, and I was like, every time it was a process of fucking like wading through it every time I died to him. I was like,
oh wow. Oh, I'm glad you said that, because that's a bit of a deal breaker, so I don't think I'm gonna pick it up. Unless I see it on Game Pass or like at a discount, because right now it's still $20, which is ludicrous.
They might have changed that, because it did have like a pretty negative backlash when it came out. So I only
maybe
played it right when it
I'll
came
check
out,
into it
so.
and see, because if they fixed it, I'll definitely still get it, because
it's
there wasn't much stopping me from getting it. Really,
No, it's well worth $20 even with that
Really?
issue. Like, yeah, I'd say. I mean, I'm just a sucker for Metroidvanias. Like
me too,
like,
but like that's kind of like got me to be a bit more of a snob with them, I find, because I play like almost exclusively Metroidvanias lately. It's like anyone I'll play basically, but like
and you're playing like really good ones at that. So.
Yeah, exactly. Like the two Oris are a great example of that, and that Symphony of the Night type one. Oh, and Symphony of the Night, obviously. What was that one?
I don't know.
That newer one. It was made by the same guys, I think. He played as a girl.
Yeah.
Ritual of Blood? Is that
something
it?
with blood in it. Bloodstained.
I think it's Ritual of Blood. Oh, yes.
Bloodstained,
Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night or some shit.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, I played that, man. That was fucking ace.
Yeah,
that was
that's
good
a great
shit.
game. I'm gonna have to Like, I keep wanting to play it, but man, it's like $50 goddamn dollars.
Really?
Yeah, it's an expensive game, man. I'm like, I don't want to play. Oh, right, it's part of the Game Pass, isn't it?
Yeah, it must have been, yeah, because I
Yeah,
played it
I
like
think it
launch
is.
days.
I think I need to. Oh, Hollow Knight. Yeah, that's a good example.
Oh, that's
too.
a great one. Yeah, I just saw it.
I haven't.
Dick Cheetah mentioned that one. I just like saying Dick Cheetah.
Dick Cheetah, yeah. But yeah, that was a fine example of a good Metroidvania. There's one. Oh man, there's so many.
Shadow Complex was a fantastic
Oh, yeah, that was a good
Metroidvania.
one,
It's
yeah.
one of my favorites, for
Yeah,
sure.
that was a fun game.
Hollow Knight, though, man, fuck, I love that game so damn much. Like, I play that game so much.
I want that Blasphemous game. I think that'd be pretty cool.
I was thinking about picking that up too, and there's a one on Game Pass for PC called Death's Gambit, and it looks very similar to Blasphemous.
Really?
Yeah.
I've
But
heard
it didn't get
interesting things
the
about
same reviews at all.
Yeah.
It looks like it got like 7s and 6.5s, but it looks great. Like it looks super interesting, but apparently that's where the fun stops.
Yeah, give up the mouse. Sure, I'll have a level up. Why not? I've been playing a lot of a game called Dicey Dungeons.
Oh, I've heard of that.
I love it. It's made by the same guy who did. I think it's the same guy who did that VVVVVVV game. I might be totally wrong.
Oh yeah, that game is interesting.
I know he did some other games anyway that are like, you know, highly respected. I can't remember exactly which ones, but this game has just got like a lot of style and it's a lot of fun to play. I pirated it before, but I saw it on sale recently and I had like $25 gift card on Steam. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna finally make this.
Slay the Spire is coming to iOS this month, and I'm like, am I gonna play that again? It's like maybe.
Yeah, I probably will too.
It's so good.
Well, I don't have iOS, but when it comes out on Android, I'll definitely.
Yeah, I imagine it's going to all mobile. I would think.
I always use, well, I don't always, but I'll often use Steam Link to play like Slay the Spire and now Dicey Dungeon from my computer on my Android phone. So I'll be like,
oh, can you do that?
Yeah. Yeah,
that's
you can
dope.
be like, I'll be at work, like, I'll just fire.
Definitely doesn't work for iOS though, does it?
I don't know. I'm just never.
Because I know the Microsoft Project xCloud like doesn't really work for iOS either. So I think I don't know. That must be something to do with game streaming, I guess. Straight up, they've got it working on iOS, but like they literally only got it working like a month ago, and they've got one game on there. So it's like it's clearly not working very well yet.
Gotcha. Yeah, Brad, they announced it on iOS. I think earlier today, wasn't it? It wasn't very long ago they announced it.
I think I saw the article this morning, or maybe last night.
Pretty crazy. I remember they were talking about a mobile version a long time ago. Like, somebody essentially realized that it was like incredibly close to just running on native Android anyway. And so they ported it over to Android themselves. They didn't actually release it, but they were just like, they just wanted to do like a, I don't know, just kind of proof of concept, I guess. And sure enough, it got it running on Android, like no problem. And then the developer was like, yeah, there's a reason for that. We're going to be porting it to Android. But that was like a year ago now. So it's interesting to hear that they're releasing it on iOS first.
Yeah, I wonder if there is money involved in that. Like, I wonder if that's going to be on the arcade that they have or whatever. Yeah. I was thinking about getting that so many times now, but I'm like really trying to avoid playing video games on my phone. Like, I don't want that to be like something I do with my phone. You know, it just seems weird. Because like to have an Xbox, a PC, and a Switch, and then like play games on your phone, like I don't know. I see the value in it. I just like I don't want that to be how I play any video games really. Although card games seem like they're the best on those.
Tablet for sure. Like
Tablet for like Hearthstone on a
Hearthstone
tablet
on
is like
tablet,
a
yeah,
dream,
it's
man.
awesome.
Oh.
Yeah, and just like, because I used to play it on, my phone or my computer, and I remember playing on Jenny's iPad, and like, I don't know, the screen resolution was so nice, and like, it just the tactile feeling of having that like a little bit more space to drag stuff around and shit was
Yeah.
really nice. Bug. We'll play some RE2 later, man. Funny enough, we were talking about that earlier, and it's on sale for $25 on Steam. I might have to get it.
Yeah, I know PlayStation's got a big sale on the entire Resident Evil series for the next 12 days or something.
Nice. Love me some RE2, but man, that game scared the crap out of me.
The remake was so damn good. I'm actually going over to my buddy's house on Saturday. We're going to do a speed run of RE3. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. I haven't seen it yet. Aside from reviews and everything, obviously.
Yeah, I'd like to play some RE2 again. I heard RE3 wasn't as good, but I'm sure it's still decent. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's his favorite original of the entire series, and he wasn't happy about it.
Yeah.
But
it's still gonna be fun, I'm sure. But
oh yeah, like
RE2,
it's still RE, it's good looking, like it's still fun to play and everything. It's especially considering like what a great job they did with 2 and all the extra stuff they added.
Yeah.
And then with 3, they took
They
out a
set
large
the
chunk and
bar
didn't add
really.
any extras at all. So it was like the
they took
complete
out
opposite.
like scenes of the game and stuff. It's like
In 3, yeah, they took out the clock tower.
Yeah.
The whole thing is like Jesus Christ. That was like one of the more interesting parts.
Yeah. I don't know. It must have just ran out of time or something. I have no idea.
I think they just handed it off to a second pair. Oh, I know they handed it off to a second team, but it's like I don't know if they just like told them that they didn't have to do anything extra, just or what. But it just seems so weird to give like the people who bought RE2 so many extras to give to people who bought RE3 nothing.
Yeah.
Except for that Resistance game, but I mean. That should have been sold separately or something.
Exactly. Wait, was it not sold separately?
It was sold separately, but it was considered to be the bonus thing you got for buying RE3.
Gotcha.
Like that was their excuse for not giving out any extras. Like, well, we gave you a whole second game. It's like, yeah, but we didn't want it. Really, that was pretty fun, but I mean, it pretty much went the exact way everybody thought it was going to go. It's like 2 weeks later, nobody was talking about it anymore. But it seemed like an interesting concept.
Oh. Okay. Alright, well, still heal. And do another round of attacking. I think he'll die after this anyway. Oh no.
This enemy's design is kind of funny.
He's just like,
Yeah.
This guy's a bit of an asshole. Taking all this damage here. I use another big bottle rocket. I don't know, it seems kind of wasteful, but hit him a bunch. Sweet. I love it when freeze like actually freezes them. Probably should have done this to begin with. just ran out of segment points. Offense up Omega. Sweet.
So awesome you got Maddie that job, man.
Yeah.
He definitely,
yeah.
he deserves it.
I was probably more happy about it than he was at this point. And I was kind of like, in my head I knew he had the job, but like these last few days of like just waiting and trying to like hear back from him and all that stuff, it's like kind of nerve-wracking.
Yeah, and it's there's so much anxiety in the air in general right now that like any type of extra anxiety always kind of feels even weirder.
Yeah. So I was extremely happy to hear they got it. Hasn't had much luck with people treating him fairly, you know what I mean? Seems like
Yeah.
All of the jobs he's had have been people just kind of taking advantage of him,
Yeah, it's kind of Maddie, unfortunately. That's why I'm always like super protective over him specifically out of like all my friends. I'm like, dude, you have such bad luck. It's crazy.
Yeah. So, but nothing like Telelink has been good to him, thankfully. So
That's good.
They were, of all the employees we had, they were definitely the best. But even still, like, Verafin is more of a career, It's,
yeah, for sure.
And I was there for a year, and now I'm like a product manager there. It's like, they'll treat you right if you show up and put the work in, and he's the type of person to do just that. So
exactly, yeah, he's got great character.
Yeah, so he'll definitely work hard, and he'll get the rewards for it there, as opposed to other jobs where it's like you work your ass off and your reward is more hard work.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like Verafin, where it's like you can actually get somewhat cushy jobs out of it. It's nice. Help desk is nice enough, but like the gig I got now, it's definitely a little bit nicer in the sense that I don't have to be at a desk for certain hours in the run of the day. I can just kind of be my own boss a little bit. Just kind of do what I need to do. It's nice to work a job that kind of gives you the freedom to do stuff like that instead of like micromanaging her every minute. It's like, oh, I noticed you didn't clock out there for your break. What happened? Maddie's the type to just kind of work through his breaks anyway.
I still do that more often than I should be doing it, but
yeah, I'm the same. I can't say anything.
When I was on salary at my last job, like there's so many times I would go home and I just have nothing to do, so I'd like do some work at home, even though you're not really getting paid for it, but it's like I have nothing else to do, and it's just gonna make my days here on out easier. So it's like, why not just do a little bit extra? If I could do extra work and just have everybody's day be a little bit easier, I'm like, yeah, let's do that.
My battery app. Not a whole lot.
-4 somehow.
Alright, so I'm possessed by a ghost. I can't remember how that works.
I don't think anybody knows how that works.
I think I can get rid of it with something. Get rid of it with a certain item. Maybe. I can't remember how to get rid of it otherwise. maybe go to a hospital? Oh yeah, there's like that blue-haired dude in hospitals that cures things that can't normally be diagnosed, like possession.
You are correct, yeah. We're just double checking that it's not like a specific hospital. Yeah, it even says blue-haired healers specifically.
Oh wow.
Oh, it actually says you can cure it by being hit by PSI fire or other fire-based attacks.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah.
I never knew that. Huh.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's weird. I guess I maybe the way the enemies are organized, maybe you don't bump into any enemies that probably do fire damage in this area or in the area where you get that
Affliction.
debuff. I guess I don't know. Affliction is probably the right. Because it's not really a debuff.
Yeah. Kinda hangs around and attacks you every now and again, I think. I think it might also prevent you from attacking on occasion. Can't remember.
It says they will either attempt to solidify a party member or do 1 damage to a random party member.
Yep. That's it. Oh, what a great photograph. Man, oh man, this guy, I forgot how many pictures he took. I remember I watched the Nostalgia Critic, or I always say that. I watched the
Angry Video Game Nerd?
one, and he was complaining about how that Fuzzy Pickles guy always came down. It's like, fucking annoying. Alright, so now that I did that, what did that give me exactly? Carrot key. Yep. Uh-huh. Oh, that was dumb. I tried to use it to, like, run. See, you can use the teleport to, like, if you cancel the teleport, you can kind of use it to move around the map a little bit faster. But I failed at it. I got like 3 steps and took more time than if I didn't do it.
Is that like a speed run hack or trick or what?
I think so. I think I've seen people do it.
I wonder what the speed run is for this game. It's I'm gonna say 2.5 hours. I'm gonna look it up.
Oh man, it's gotta be longer than that.
Yeah, I have
maybe.
nothing to base it off, honestly.
It's funny that you mentioned that.
idea.
I'm pretty sure I watched a speed run of it, and I'm pretty sure it was like over 2 hours. Just like, if I remember correctly.
I've seen so many speedruns of so many games, but never. I don't know why. So it looks like first place is it's 3.5 hours roughly, just over.
Wow.
It's longer than
God damn it.
I think when I think of speedruns now, I just automatically think of Ocarina of Time and like how that one has just been destroyed.
Yeah, seriously.
So I think that one's like under an hour now.
Are you serious?
Oh no, my bad. It's 7 minutes and 34 seconds.
That's under an hour.
Yeah, that's technically correct. The best type of correct. But that's like that's Herbie's quote from Futurama.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god. There's another dude. That's a third Fuzzy Pickles. In like 3 minutes.
What's the term you would use for like a speed run where they don't use any like game breaking bugs or anything? Because that's what I want to check. I want to see like what a real speed run is.
Glitchless.
There you go. That's better. Yeah. So Ocarina's like 3.5 hours as well. Normally, I don't really care for those glitch speed runs. Like it's cool and
Yeah.
everything, but it's like
Yeah.
you jump through the map and it's like now you're at the boss. It's like that's not fun.
Yeah, it's like it's neat,
Yeah,
but
it's certainly neat. Yeah, but it kind of doesn't feel like it's in the spirit of the concept even.
God damn it. I did it bad. All right, reset. Where's reset? Reset game. There we go. There's a new movie out that you can find copies of. The Hunt. Pretty interesting.
Have you seen it? No.
No, I haven't, but I've got it queued up. It's on my
Is it
to
like
watch
a weird horror one or what is
list.
it?
Yes. It is.
I always see you post about those weird horror ones, but I never really check them out, honestly.
Not a big fan of weird horror movies, or just
Uh,
don't get around to it?
It depends on the type of horror. Like, I don't like to be scared. It's just like something I'm not super interested in. So like, if it's something I know that's gonna actually scare me, I'm not interested. But if
How
it's
do you
something that's gonna be like
feel-
weird and interesting, scary, I'm kind of into it. But so I never really know which ones you post are which like that. So I just kind of avoid the whole thing.
Fair enough.
What were you gonna say, sorry?
No, I was just gonna say, out of curiosity, how do you feel about things like roller coasters?
Like what, sir?
Roller coasters.
Not a fan.
Yeah, okay. Because
Yeah, don't like
I feel like
to be
there's a
scared.
general like correlation between because I can see somebody maybe like not being a fan of horror movies, but then liking roller coasters.
No,
So,
like I like
two very different
some
things,
horror
but-
movies, and I really like the Jason movies and the Freddy movies, but like those are not scary.
Right? Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I don't like. It's like I don't like playing video games like Alien Isolation where you can't defend yourself. Like if I can't defend myself, like I feel uncomfortable and it just makes me really anxious. It's so weird because like I don't seem like that type of person. But I just, yeah, I don't know. I just get really bad anxiety when I'm scared, and it's like it's crazy. It's intense.
And you should you should have seen me playing fucking Evil Within. Oh man, talk about a game that like would
Dude,
stress you the fuck out. I was like, oh my god, I was just a bundle of stress all the
I
time.
played that game and the sequel as well, and like I'm there with you. It was like the scariest video game I had ever allowed myself to play.
Stressful, man. I'm just fucking
Very
like,
stressful, yeah.
because you'll just hear them like coming at you, like, and I'd be wearing headphones the whole time, so I just be able to hear them all around me, just like
Yeah.
coming
And
at
like
me. I'm like,
the enemies in that were scary too. Like you never felt like you were on equal footing with the enemy. It was just always like you're fucked, you're fucked, you're fucked.
and it always had like a dreamlike logic to it that
yeah, and like that game had such a perfect mix of like visuals, atmospherics, like sound, like everything was like a culmination of scariness. Like the only way I could even play it was on easy, and I'll totally admit that. Like I played those games on easy because I just needed to lower the stress level for myself.
I never played the second one, so I can't speak to that, but I do know
It's
the first
fan-fucking-tastic, dude. It's like a great sequel. Like sequels almost always are never really as good, but that one is probably better.
Yeah, I know Matthew couldn't really get into it, the second one, whereas he beat the first one. So
It's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe it was like, I don't know. There was something about it that didn't quite click with him. As to what that is, I'm not quite sure, but
Who knows? I don't even know how well it did review-wise. I'm not sure. I don't think I ever checked.
It did really well.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
Maybe it just rubbed him the wrong way at the wrong time. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, who knows, but
I've definitely had games where I like tried to play and I wasn't in the mood and like I just walked away from it. I'd, like go back to it later and it's like, oh god, this is great.
yeah, I had a lot of games like that. I'm trying to think of some that can't really come to mind right now. But...
It doesn't happen to me very often because usually I'm just like I hunker down and I'm gonna finish this game like real quick here, so just plow through it.
Man, oh man, this place. Okay, fuck. I just keep running into these enemies because I don't know which way to go, and I'm like, I'm too indecisive. Like, this is what I was talking about, when I was talking about, like, why I love Fez. It's like, I have anxiety over taking the right way. It's like doing that thing where it's like, I always compare it to like a choose your own adventure book when it's like you keep your finger on the page, so if you take the wrong way you can just skip back.
Yeah,
That's
I'm the same way.
I always have to know, like, it's like a gentle game of like pushing and prodding in one direction to like try to feel out where the game wants you to go, and then be like, oh, that's where the game wants me to go, I should go over here instead, you know. It's like,
yeah, I always do that too. I'm like, which way does the game want me to go? I'm not gonna go that way. And even now in like Flint Oaks, there's like branching paths. So I find myself going down one a little bit, and then I'll back up, and I'll go down the other one a little bit, and then I'll back up, and then I'll go a little bit further. Just play the fucking game, dude. But it's like that the fear of missing out.
Yeah. A little FOMO.
What you call me? Shit's offensive.
FOMO.
Raging FOMO.
Oh man, I can insta kill those if I sneak up on them. Okay, I've been doing that all along. Fighting a giant pair of lips called The Kiss of Death. Best game, 10 out of 10. Oh, sweet. But yeah, like, a lot of the horror movies I've been watching lately, just to get back on that topic, have been kind of ones that subvert the genre a little bit anyway, so it's like, you know, not your typical kind of horror movies. I don't know.
Yeah, shit, just one comes to mind, but I can't think of it by... was it Hereditary?
Yeah.
Now that that was like right up my alley because it's like more of a psychological horror, you know, like.
That is like one of the scariest fucking horror movies ever.
Really?
Yeah. Oh my god, you didn't think so? Like you saw it? Oh my god, that movie was a gut punch of a film to me. But I saw it in theaters, and like just the. Like, you have to understand that when that game, or when that movie was being advertised, like, I don't know if you saw the advertisements or anything, but it...
No, it was actually the only movie that you ever suggested to me that I watched without a trailer, and I did, and I was like, that movie was awesome.
But the thing is, that is one movie that I think actually seeing the trailer is okay. The reason being, the trailer was a total fucking like they purposefully misled you into thinking the movie was going to be something that it wasn't.
Oh, really?
And so everyone, including myself, went into the movie expecting a certain type of movie and got something completely different.
Oh,
and it was because they made it out that the whole movie was going to be about Charlie. And so nobody expected, spoilers, that it wasn't about Charlie. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I mean, even without seeing the trailer, like just how like the movie building up, it definitely seemed like that she was going to be a super important character to everything that went on. And like
she was in a way, but like
not
in
a
the
way
way you expected. You know,
when her head explodes, it's just like I remember I watched it with my roommate, and we both just like went like jaw wide open, and, like looked at each other, we're like, what? Like what's going on?
Yeah,
because it's only like 20 minutes into the movie. Probably.
Yeah, it's not super far into it, and like, and just the grief on display. Like the fucking scenes where like Tony Collette is just like doubled over on the ground, like crying because like she just lost her fucking daughter, and that scene like fucking still haunts me, man. I was just like, that's so
the
fucking...
grief in that movie is real.
Yeah,
like they did such a great job. Like you really felt like someone died. It was fucking intense.
That's
like not just somebody either, like a child.
Yeah.
You know, it's extra wrong.
Exactly, and in such a brutal fashion. You know what I mean? It's just...
Yeah, exactly. Like that was horrific.
I can't remember the name of the guy who did that movie. As first, what's his fucking name? I don't know, but he did you see Midsummer? Midsommar? Yes.
No, I never heard of it.
It's because that was his directorial debut as like a a full length movie anyway.
Ari Aster is the director's name.
Yeah. So I was after seeing Hereditary and thinking it was like the best movie I've seen in a long time when I saw it, I was super excited to hear that he was working on a new one, and it seemed to be like another psychological horror type movie, and it once again deals with a lot of familial grief, and boy howdy, it doesn't disappoint. It's another great movie from him. So I'm like, cinematography wise, especially like his directing and his cinematography in his movies is
it's so key, especially to that genre. Like if you don't have good film, any of that really. It's like scores. Like I remember like 20 years ago, scores weren't even that important to a movie, but now it's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's gotten to the point now where it's gotten like super derivative though. I hate how every movie almost has the same soundtrack nowadays. I'm like,
I find the popular movies definitely go through that more, but I find like the little hidden horror movies, like the ones you show and stuff, are usually like better than that. Like it's all custom.
Yeah.
Whereas like a lot of the more popular movies use like a soundboard, obviously.
I don't think if I saw anything good recently insofar as I saw one called The Lodge that was pretty interesting.
I remember that specifically as one you had up on your Facebook. I was thinking about checking that out. Maybe. I don't watch a lot of movies, unfortunately.
I watch a fuck ton.
Yeah, I watch like probably 4 or 5 a year, I bet.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I watch like 4 or 5 a month.
I was gonna say, I feel like you probably watch at least one a week for sure.
Yeah, it's but right now, like part of the reason why The Hunt stands out to me right now is because there's not many new movies coming out. So it's like, oh, cool, a new movie, sweet. And one that looked kind of interesting in the trailer. One of the best movies I've seen recently was not a horror movie, but The Gentleman, the Guy Ritchie movie. That was really
not familiar.
good. Oh man,
he makes good movies apparently, right? I've heard a lot of good things about him.
Oh yeah, it's wait, hang on, what's the Guy Ritchie? The guy who did Snatch and Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels.
I think so. I've only ever seen one of his movies, but yeah, that's him. I'm pretty sure.
Fairly certain. But either way, this new one was very good. Had a lot of just the gang crime drama with like kind of a dry wit to it. That was made it interesting to watch.
I'm just looking through his movies, trying to see what he made that I did see. I think I must have seen Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. It's the only one that looks familiar.
That and Snatch was probably one of the more popular ones.
I think that's like the one here on the list I probably heard the most about when I was younger, but I mean, I've heard some of them, or heard of some of them more since then.
Yeah.
Apparently he's got a new movie coming out next year or the year after as well, called Cash Truck.
Cool.
Hello.
Hello. What's up?
Hi.
What are you guys doing?
Playing video games, talking. What are you doing?
You don't play video games, do you?
I do. Why do you sound like you're talking to me through a tin can?
I play
Is it?
audio games.
Like, is the audio that bad?
No, it's not that bad. I was just being
It's
dramatic.
just different.
Yeah, it sounds a little muffly, but it's otherwise like you're perfectly what's the word I'm looking for?
Oh yeah, it's probably just I have a new headset. Actually, I bought the AirPods or something.
Oh, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, because
Gotcha.
I wanted to just have a wireless thing, because where I got an iPhone, like the bottom thing is used for charging as well as like a headset, and I just didn't want to have like both of it like chewed up all at once.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. What the hell was that?
That was when I'm lying down and my belly's out and the cold blew on my stomach.
Raspberry, gotcha.
Yes, raspberry.
I like
she
this
calls him
character, the conductor.
she calls him a Zebert.
A Zebert?
Yeah. Everyone has different names for everything, right?
No, that's always a raspberry.
No,
man,
I will not accept.
Another your sanctuary location. Wow. Getting 2 your sanctuary locations in one night. I don't know. What do I got? Let's see. Let's do pair of dirty socks. Let's see if that does anything. Vulnerable to PSI flash. Interesting. Music here is really interesting too. Not surprising.
I'm just gonna post this thing I found in the chat.
This boss seems really easy. They do like tons of damage to it. Yeah, he's definitely dead. Oh wow, not dead yet. Crazy.
Why is he not dead?
Okay, don't tell children about him. I'll be mad about it.
Come here, buddy. We still got our puppy dog. He's still under strict quarantine.
Quarantine?
Yeah, well, he's just he got a bad back and he needs to be on rest. So we got the kind of living room set up with like a mattress and stuff, so he can not have to jump up on the couch. Nicole stays down here with them.
What does he do if he needs to use the washroom? Does he have like a litter box? Or do you take him
No,
outside?
we pick him up.
Ah, gotcha. Poor puppers.
Yeah. He got the shave spot on his back where he had to get the epidural. And it just looks like someone put an iPhone down and just like shaved it out. It literally looks like it's a spot for me to put my phone.
Oh, your dog's got Qi charging? Cool.
Yeah.
I saw an article yesterday actually about like how like dogs should have like steps to get up on the couch just in general, because like most of their back injuries come from just getting up on the bed and like down and stuff.
I can see that.
I mean, yeah. Well,
I know
we're
my
lucky
mom
'cause-
dislocated, like her dog dislocated both of his hips, but he was like a little tiny dog and she had like a huge bed, so it's like, yeah, okay, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, apparently like in general it's really bad for him to be getting up and down like that.
Well, the smaller dogs in general tend to have the worst off of their spine because they're smaller and more fragile, and because gravity's the same no matter what. So
E equals MC. What?
lol.
Cool. So
Man.
I got one of the items that Pooh can actually equip and not lose his defense. Anyway, sorry, go on.
No,
What item?
this is the main point of why we're here.
I just kind of forgot earlier I was saying, because I just got the 4th character in the game, and earlier I was saying that he can't equip anything on him, but you can, I forgot. It just had to be items that are kind of made for him. There's only 4 items that he can equip in the whole game. Well, he can equip anything, but there's only 4 items he should equip to actually do anything. And one is a weapon that I've never got in the entire time I've played this game, and I've tried to grind for it. I think there's a 1 in 120 chance of getting it, if I remember correctly, when you fight a specific enemy. And I must have fought like 500 of this goddamn enemy, and I've never once got it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. So, needless to say, I'm gonna get it this run.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's a few items that like are like that for me when I play. My game is Super Mario RPG Legend of Seven Stars.
Oh, yeah, I never did really play that.
Really? Oh
Yeah, I
my
never
God.
had it growing up.
Oh man, that was my my mom got me that for, well, I mean, it wasn't for, but it was around the time that I graduated from. It was in 1996. I did something or whatever, and I had like 95 and everything or something like that. And she's like, "You did really well. Would you like a video game?" And I was like, "Yes."
Yes.
So I beat the game, that and Zelda, like A Link to the Past. I usually beat them once a year.
Well, more than once a year now.
Yeah. Well, actually, I've never really finished a randomizer,
Yeah, fair enough, I guess.
but
Alright,
it's always so fun.
so I'm so confused. Like,
Many.
Oh, hey, what's up, buddy? Back in the New York groove. So, I really don't know where to go now. I'm gonna go back to the place with the jiving music.
What, the desert?
What's the last story thing you did?
I did. I fought the boss to get to the Pink Cloud Soundstone location.
Okay.
Actually, speaking of which, I should almost have all the Soundstones. Oh yeah, I need 3 more, technically.
Soundstone by Darude.
Yeah.
Soundstone.
It's a pretty cute idea, though. It's like every time you get another boss beat, it's like it fills in another verse of a song. Well, not verse, like another couple bars of a song. So as soon and once you get it all done, it makes the song. It's kind of neat.
That's pretty cool. It reminds me of well, that was, I guess, around the same time as Zelda, Link's Awakening.
Right,
Does that have a similar sort of thing?
Yeah, you collect instruments.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, yeah, when you get the first instrument, like, I think the first one is like a triangle, and it's like ding, ding, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening here, right? Like, why did it do that? And then all of a sudden, like, they add in another one. It's like the third time that I realized, like, oh, they're playing the same melody and it's making a song.
Did you use the carrot key yet?
Yes, that was pretty much where I ended up. Like, I used the carrot key and completed that boss. But then I don't know what to do next. Oh, I know I have to do something in Scarab, but I don't know what. Like, I need to get into the Sphinx, but there's like a bunch of...
Are you one of them Scarabs?
back in the place with the bitchin' music now.
Nice. It was a little delayed on the stream.
Alright, I could just talk to the hint dude. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to him. Hint dude.
That guy's a big sign. Hint.
Did you go to the second floor of the Skirima Cultural Museum in Summers? If you're lucky, you'll get to see a hieroglyph. Yeah, you sure would be lucky. That's it for today. Okay. Cool. So I gotta go back to Summers. I knew it. I didn't know it. I knew nothing.
Why do I hear youngster? I hear youngster.
Who has that youngster?
Who has a youngster trapped in their house?
I have a small collection.
I'm working on my assortment.
There's just kids outside in the yard. They're being loud.
You mean it's warm enough out there to have your windows open?
Oh yeah, I'm fucking roasting.
It's actually not that bad here. Like when I went out today to go to Kitty Vitty to get some beer,
Yeah.
I was like, man, it's warmer outside than in my house.
Yeah,
I think it's like 20 degrees here, and that's too warm for me.
Yeah. It's gonna be 20 here tomorrow, so that'll be good.
Ah, great temperature. Nice weather. I'm gonna stay in and play video games.
I got a crazy sunburn there recently, so.
Oh. Yeah, you were saying that was Saturday, right?
Yeah. I went out for a little hike and got roasted.
Yeah. Are you gonna play some games Saturday there, Maddie?
Yeah, I should be able to do that. I'm off the weekend, so good.
Nice.
I don't know why, but I was off last weekend. I'm off this weekend. I'm off the weekend after, which is not supposed to happen whatsoever. Like I'm supposed to get like once every 2 or 3 weeks my weekend off, but
They know you got an interview elsewhere.
I don't know, man. Well, this is before
Like, please
all
stay.
that.
We'll give you the weekends.
Probably not.
I bet you some of the people are rotted that I'm leaving right now. Just like, how are we gonna?
Did you end up getting the job?
Yes, I did.
Wow, that is awesome, man.
Thank you.
That's great to hear.
Yeah, I was pretty stoked about it.
I fucking say so. That is
like,
some pretty good news, man.
Where I am now is just like, kind of gone downhill pretty bad, so I'm kind of happy to be leaving there, truth be told. It's still a good place with good people, but the pandemic has really just thrown a real wrench in the gears, man. And like their setup for working from home, like kind of like what you were saying back in the day with the server like being really laggy and shit.
Yeah.
It gets so bad sometimes, like certain times of day when a bunch of people come on and like there's like changeover in the shifts, and I guess momentarily like the system is just struggling with all the people that are logged on. Oof.
Yeah.
Oh, so hard to do your job.
Yeah.
You like answer your phone and you can't even see what you're answering for half the time because everything's froze up. You're like, thank you for calling.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like,
thank you for calling me.
Thanks for calling. Just thanks for
calling. My name is Matt. How can I help you? Oh, you're calling for housing? Okay.
Do you do City of St. John stuff too?
No, City of St. John does come through Telelink, but I don't answer for them. I answer for City of Paradise, City of Mount Pearl, Portugal Cove St. Phillips, and yeah, that's about all the city lines that I answer for.
Lame. I had to phone the city the other day, the St. John's, and I was like, man, I hope Matt answers. I just was like, why aren't my leaves picked up?
That is still like the funniest shit ever when Lewis is on the line.
Yeah, that took me back. I was just like, am I
We
being
were both-
pranked right now? Like, what's happening?
This is fun. Where's Ashton Kutcher?
Ashton, get on out here.
Get out of here, you bastard. What was the other one? Kennedy. Like Tom.
Yeah, it was
X
X,
Factor, or-
or something
X.
X.
Oh my god, I'm so cringe.
Terrible.
It's cringe.
Cringe is strong.
Alright, to fight against the invaders who built this pyramid fortress. However, our efforts were futile and we lost. Nonetheless, our pyramid was protected by the gods of Scaraba. Invaders will be reborn every millennium and will attack again. Even now, the invaders hide beyond space and time. Build their evil stronghold. Alright. It's quite the hieroglyph. Keeps going on. Only one with the Hawkeye can pierce the dark. The Sphinx now watches over everything, waiting for the coming of a truly brave hero. Blank 4325. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And do.
Like you're putting on your lug nuts.
And that was you 2 weekends ago.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5. Dance in front of the Sphinx. Okay. Yes, let's go to Scaraba. The pyramid is key. Oh, okay, so he actually has 2 lines. Wow. Maybe. Probably has more lines. But he certainly doesn't talk much. Oh, he gave me a picture. Ah, God. I could have just used that.
It's a reward for studying so hard. What a guy.
Thanks, buddy. You're the best. Okie dokes. To Scaraba. Again.
Garabah.
Scaraba.
Guttural.
From the
Working
depths.
through some gas.
So did any of you guys? I know Fred did, but did any of you guys listen to the new RTGA?
No, I was thinking about that earlier too. I never got around to checking it out.
So
Really got
relevant
to.
right now.
Yeah. It seemed like
Like,
a lot
there
of the lyrics, like, did you guys record this like fucking a week ago? You know,
Yeah.
because I've seen people post the lyrics, and I'm like, wait, how? How are these
Yeah, I
so
know.
relevant? Like, they seem like they're directly written about what's
They're
going on right now.
super relevant.
Well, all the shit that's going on in the States is pretty cyclical, so I mean, it's just a matter of waiting for the next guy of color to get the shit kicked out of him. So
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Systemic
frightening,
racism is not exactly a new topic, you know?
no, unfortunately.
No. Man, it's such a sin. Like,
Crazy, man. It is really like, it's like I have certain people on my friends list that I know are like kind of conservative and shitty, but I refuse to unfollow them because I'm like, these they're still my friends, and I don't want to be like an echo chamber dude who just refuses to see any other side. But now it's like ever since their opinion has just been so flagrantly shitty, to the point where it's like getting to the point where I just can't tolerate it anymore. Like I'm almost just like, maybe I'm not your friend, like
yeah.
because like
Yeah.
it's so divisive. Like, and one side
They're
is
entitled to
just,
their opinion, but I mean, don't feel obligated to listen to it. I unfollow people daily.
Yeah,
Like,
me
I
too.
just don't want to have anything to do with anybody that's shitty about stuff.
yeah.
Because, like, you can't say that, like, it just sucks. Like you'll never have your rights taken away. So like, how can you really understand what it's like to never have any rights?
Oh, but everyone
Yeah.
acts like they do, and it's just bullshit. I'm like, man.
Yeah, cracked me up, man. Everybody just like changing their profile pics and everything to all black. It's like you're not helping.
Yeah, well,
Like all you're doing is like flooding people's feeds when there's more important shit to be done.
yeah. Well, especially the only, I don't mind it, but the only problem is when they use the hashtag Black Lives Matter, just because that clutters up like communication for
Yeah.
people that use that hashtag for actually relevant information,
Yeah, and like solidarity is not enough. It's like literally the least you could do.
Yeah, it's like I kind of wanted to do it as well, just to be like, just show my support, but I kind of hate doing stuff like that. It's like the pinnacle of slacktivism, It's like
Yeah,
I'm
me
doing
too. I
nothing,
never really do any of that.
Look at me. I'm changing my profile picture. Yeah, it's like,
I'm waiting for someone to come out with right now, or it just shows like a meme, and I don't know what it's going to contain, but it's basically just going to say every white person after listening to the PJ album once. I'm helping.
Yeah, that
Download
was
a free album.
Yeah. I do understand. Good.
yeah, what's the deal? To the arachnid with 3 exclamation marks. What, like, are they just Roxy? Get out of the closet. Roxy.
What is the deal with Roxy in the closet?
What is it with you and my forbidden closet of mystery? Or what is it? What is your fascination with my forbidden closet of mystery?
That's awesome. What's that from?
That was the Simpsons.
Oh, really?
Chief Wiggum. Yeah,
That's a good one.
when Ralph Wiggum
Silly cat.
got in the closet and got like the riot gear or whatever. Out of
Oh,
there.
really?
They're
I
like,
don't remember that line. That's good.
it's like, what is your fascination with my forbidden closet
Closet
of
of
mystery?
mystery.
My favorite Simpsons quote is still Troy McClure when he's like listing off all the movies he's done.
Oh man.
He's like, "And my inspirational movie, what is it? Get Confident, stupid." It's like that's
Oh,
pretty good.
that was good. You might recognize me from The President's Neck is Missing. And mommy, what's wrong with that guy's face? So stupid.
Oh man.
Troy McClure was great. R.I.P.
Yeah.
R2D too soon. Mummy rap. Yeah.
Oh man, thinking of rap songs. Afro and R.A. the Rugged Man did another track together. Oof, man.
Anytime they work together, man, it's wild.
It's
They're both just so
good.
lyrically crazy.
Yeah, Afro is wild, and well, R.A. is probably like one of the fastest motherfuckers going. He's got like a really, really strong syncopated, like everything is so, I don't know, just his style, like it's so clean, it like weirds me out.
Enunciate a lot of
That
things,
sounds
too.
interesting. Can you link me to this, please? Or just put it in the Discord, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, put in Discord. I want to see it too.
I want to give that a listen, if you'd be so kind. Actually, I should use
Me too.
the Viper.
So
I-
Fred, what's the song that's got you headbanging? Off the new album from RTJ so far.
The only one that I know by name yet is Just.
So
But there's
yeah,
one called Below the Ground or Above the Ground or something that stuck out too. I honestly don't know a lot of them by name yet. I just kind of like know the beat. Probably
the
be
ground below.
another- The Ground Below, yeah, that's really dope too.
Oh, I forgot. This
Probably another. Go ahead.
sorry, this song also features DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Really?
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't show like. Oh, there it goes. Cool. Alright, yeah, I just posted it. 2020 difficulty. For
What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
That
Super
seems
hard.
a little suspicious. Yeah, it does.
I love out of all this stuff, like everything that's going on, the thing that kind of got like swept under the carpet was like, it's like, oh, the Pentagon released all the stuff about the UFOs that
Yeah.
they've collected. And it's like, hold on.
That they've collected.
Well,
Would
the
you like
data.
to see my UFO collection? I know. It just seems funny. Prized UFO collection.
Well,
But
I
it's
guess
like-
it was.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
it's-
funny. That just goes to show what a crazy year it's been, I guess. But
And nobody bats an
UFOs
eyelash.
in themselves, like I find UFOs as a phenomenon, like one of the least interesting things is like, oh, there was something in the sky and we didn't know what it was. Well, fucking stop the presses, you know, like
Yeah.
the whole like people think UFO is immediately like, oh, it's a fucking alien. It's like, no, it was a weird dot in the sky that a few people saw.
Yeah, it's like
we
it's
couldn't
literally
explain.
an unidentified flying object.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what
Like, it's not like the craziest shit ever. We see that shit all the time. There's so much stuff I look up and I'm like, I wonder what that is. Well, I'll never know. You know?
And continue on.
Yeah. Not gonna change my day.
Wow, Paula is fast. Hachi. Alright, Ness's speed is lowest. He gets the speed thingy.
I almost find it unlikely that aliens will be any more interesting than some of the shit we see on like National Geographic. Where I'm just like, that lives on our planet? Holy fucking shit.
Yeah.
Man, every
Vampire
single
squids are a thing? Well, I'll beat it.
Yeah.
every single thing I saw on planet Earth. Whoa!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Takes
that's-
another hit, like this is insane.
What's up, dudes? We talking about monkfish or whatever?
Pretty much.
Nailed it.
Short
Nailed it.
answer? Yes.
Yeah. Peter for the win.
I'll answer. Hell
Long answer, yeah.
yes.
Dude.
Oh, shit. It's funny, we were talking, Erica. I can't remember how we got on the topic. We were talking about catnip at work today, and Erica was saying how the cheat like fucking loves catnip.
Oh
I was
yeah, we
like,
used to.
oh man, I want to see the cheat like just go ham on some catnip now.
On some of that nippy nip.
Yeah, we used to keep like a big bottle of it up on this shelf, and he'd just fucking like hop up there and knock it down and just bark at you until you fucking like. Oh, you're like, "Meh, meh, meh, meh."
Let me in.
Yep.
Papa wants to get high.
You hear lots of like people say it, but like, what is the actual effect that the cat gets from the catnip? Like, technically.
Vaguely high-ish.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's apparently as comparable to weed
Like weed
as
high,
anything.
essentially. Okay, yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I heard. But I was like, you
And in
never
the
really
same
know.
sense that like sometimes
Oh.
it gets people or it gets cats excitable and shit like that sometimes too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like they'll
Okay.
get that big like saucer eye, like the big
Yeah.
dilated pupils,
And
and they're
it's
like, I must hunt
completely
something
healthy
that's
for
not
them.
there.
Like they could have it frequently, or is it like limited?
Yeah,
or what?
but no, by
Yeah,
all
it doesn't
accounts,
seem- yeah.
I personally am grossly allergic to it. Like it
Oh,
is, I'm not allergic to most stuff. Or like
and how much does
of
a cat have to
anything.
snort? That's the question.
Well, that's the thing too. Fucking at first, she just used to just eat it. Like you
Yeah.
just dump a bunch of it out, and you just like. Now he kind of licks it a little, and then rubs his face in it and licks it a little. He's kind of goes Al Pacino, fucking Scarface style, face down into it.
It's interesting, like how many animals in the wild like eat like psychedelic mushrooms and like weird flowers and stuff to get them super high, but like
Yeah,
they could go
Or-
back to it
or just eating,
consistently.
like,
They're
you
just
know,
like,
fucking
yeah, we like get fucked up.
Fermented fruit. You just feel like I'm getting
Yeah.
drunk.
I'm drunk as shit.
I've always read that pigs are the only animal other than humans that'll get like drunk to the point of sick on alcohol and then go back shortly after.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's like certain I've seen pictures of like hogs that got into like fermented corn and they were just like shittered, you know, like I saw the buddy took a video of one. It was just like passed out like 4 legs straight up in the air, and he was like, "You okay, buddy?" And like rubbed his stomach and it started like rolling down a hill. Drunk ass bored, just like rolling down a hill.
You need to find that video because I need to see that. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, I never knew I needed this in my life, but
Yeah. Pigs are awesome, man. Pigs are so fun.
They are. They're like the 5th smartest thing on the planet, man. It's fucked.
and
Really?
one of the most delicious.
We had a pet pig for a while, man. It was fucking funny. It was awesome.
We're almost 6th, though, you know.
Yeah.
We're coming up there.
We're good.
We're punching dolphins.
Okay.
And I just came from like one of the most tedious tasks on Earth. I fucking have a blue switch keyboard that I'm planning to use for work next week, and it is just like impractically loud, just like. So I bought little rubber O-rings for the keys, and just spent the last 45 minutes pulling a key off, wiping it down with a fucking Lysol wipe because the keyboard hasn't been washed in like 3 years,
Yeah.
and inserting a tiny little rubber O-ring around the base, and then popping the key back. For at least it was a 10 keyless board, so
At least there's that.
yeah.
Golly.
But yeah, it was like 45 fucking minutes. It was painful.
Rough.
And everything with a stabilizer, fucking space bars, fucking shift key, fucking enter key. I hate you all. Backspace, why are you so big?
Why are you so big? Who needs it that big?
Yeah,
Um,
I make big mistakes, but not that big.
Wow.
did it make a difference though? Like how?
Oh yeah, it is like markedly quieter. Like it still makes the click of a blue switch, but it doesn't make the clonk of it fucking bottoming out on the board.
Right.
Bottoming out.
Bottoming the fuck out. How does what's the hierarchy in the colors in terms of loudness again? Like is it
Black
red?
is quietest. Red is just a tiny bit up from that. Brown is clicky but not clacky. Blue is the loudest.
Full on clack. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I have a red one at work that I also put silencers on just because I was in an office and like I'm a fast typist and people would come by and they're like, "Are you mad or something, man? You're just like going." It's like, oh man, people think I'm a psycho.
I'd be mashing that keyboard. Stay the fuck away.
I do hit keys really hard sometimes, like depending on what I'm doing. Like the F4 to hang up, I like always clack that motherfucker. I don't know why. Just, like done that call, clack.
The shut the fuck up button. Just you
Yeah.
punch it as hard as
Like
you can.
job done button.
Keyboard's fine, but F4 doesn't work.
Yeah, it's something that F4 key is fuck.
The one thing I did not do was test the keyboard after putting the silencers on, because there's a tiny chance, like the activation, like the actuation on a blue switch is, I forget if it's high or low, but if it's really low, there's a chance that I might actually have to whack the key for it to even work. But after spending 45 minutes at it, I'm like, fuck it, I'm not testing it. If it's broke, it's broke. It'll definitely take like an hour to get them off.
Yeah. Pain in the dick.
Let's see. Protects you from freeze attacks. What's Night Pendant do? Light of flash dance. Lame.
I like how you're just carrying around all this shit. Yeah, I got a large pizza here. It's gotten pretty grody at this point, but I still got it. bazooka in my pocket.
Is that a broken bazooka in your pocket, or
Yes, yes, it
is
is.
your
Always
junk just real fucked up?
Where's your cock have a scope?
Well, okay, I don't think anyone can actually make use of this, or I guess Ness would probably be the only one. Let me just try.
What was the item you needed to know what it did?
Never mind. Seems like Paula gets something
Okay.
out of it. I just want to check what the crystal charm actually did. Maybe that's better to keep, even though it gives her less defense. Protects you from perilous attacks. Also increase her speed. Oh, that's why she had such high speed, I guess.
Okay,
Let's check her stats now. No, she still just kind of has high speed anyway.
This is speed
That's,
again.
okay, sweet. Oof. Thought for sure that was gonna be a sneak attack.
Wow, very little delay here.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I set up my router again, and it seems to be a bit better now, knock on wood. Although the day after I set it up, it was still flaky, and I was gonna bring it back, and I was like, oh, I'm totally gonna bring this back. And then the day I decided I was gonna bring it back, it worked fine, and I'm like, God damn it. You know, my laziness will win over now for sure.
Oh yeah, man, I am very reticent to ever return anything. Like, it has to have cost a lot of money and really just fucking not work at all.
Yeah. Oh,
Same
man,
way.
can I just run away? Oh fuck! Nope.
You're more likely to spend like 3 hours with a soldering iron fixing something new that's broken than spending 10 minutes in the store trying to return it.
Or like sending stuff back to Amazon or whatever. Like,
Oh yeah, I've
fucked up
literally
every
never
time.
done that. Gonna do it with a video card one time, and they even like sent me the return box, and I was just like, nah, fuck this.
You know what? Fuck this. Fine.
And you know what? That video card still not great. It's an old one. I don't use
Oh
it.
my
But
god.
it sucks.
Come on. Come on. Yeah! All I had to do was let half of my team die.
That's the key. They were holding you back. They run much faster in spirit form.
Not gonna heal. Oh, fuck. Run away. Yeah, okay, it's a lot easier to run when you only have 2 people, I think. I seem to recall that being a thing. Man, I sure wish I had an exit mouse, because I am in rough spot right now. Alright, fuck it, I think I'm just gonna have to heal everyone back up and try to...
How much cash you got on you?
Stick up.
A good bit. Why?
1,060. That's not too bad. Well, you lose half of it, so if you die.
Right, yeah, that's right.
So it's not. The penalty is not crazy.
Yeah, it's not crazy, I'm just stubborn.
Of course.
Oh yeah, have you gotten a game over in this yet?
Oh my, yes.
Oh yes.
And how?
Yeah, I thought I saw one, but I mean, obviously, I'm in here at hour 240, so.
It's definitely avoidable if you farm a bit, but it's like kind of takes some of the fun out of it.
Yeah.
I can't imagine anybody doing this game on one playthrough without farming.
Yeah, I remember when I played it, I'd basically like hang around in an area until people would run away from you or ignore you, you know? This is kind of like my life.
Oh yeah, there we Oh fuck! Why can't you just stay away? Stay away. All right. I am going to use. Do I make goods? I'll use Pharaoh's Curse. Love the little bass line that they have in this. Alright, fuck you, Arachnid.
Music is kind of like that factory music they use a lot on The Simpsons, huh?
Factory.
Doo-doo-doo-ba-doo-doo-doo.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Something on the platform. Do you want to get it? Hell yeah. Got the Hawkeye. Oh, I got everyone's favorite Marvel superhero.
Jeremy Renner. Oh.
The best recording artist of all time. Is that accurate?
I think so, yeah.
He's got an album out, right? Apparently.
Yeah. Isn't it
Hawkeye?
like country album or some shit?
I don't know. Based on I only saw like the cover art of the album, but it looked like it was like a country album or something of the sort.
Yeah, I think it is.
I think you
Real
could
weird.
probably make a good podcast out of like celebrity vanity bands.
That almost seems like a troll for him. He's like, nobody likes me. I'll show him. Yeah.
I'll make a country album.
I'll give them a
Everyone
reason not to
What's
like
the
me.
most popular music genre 25 years ago?
I'm gonna make a swing album.
Yeah.
Cherry poppin' Hawkeye Daddies.
I just got a fax that says disco is not dead.
Diamond Band. Fuck yeah.
Ta-da!
Oh, we all have them equipped anyway, so that's pointless. Great. Oh my god, just let me get out of here. Stop with the hieroglyphs. I hate this part.
Seems pretty rough, not gonna lie.
Not even that bad, I'm just lazy. And it can kind of get you, like, if you're not careful, you can kind of get fucked by, like, some poison attacks or something. I'm just far too reliant on, like, the psychic attacks, so... And once I run out of the power to do psychic attacks, then I'm like, well, I'm fucked. They're way too... I never use rockin' really, I just always attack with this. It's not bad, but... I pretty much just make him a healer.
I still think it would be funny to make it like wankin' or something.
Yeah.
Psy wankin'. Nessie's Psy wankin'.
Wankin'. Oh, God. Why?
Why?
Oh god. Like, what the fuck?
Do you remember that radio ad in GTA 2? Where like
Oh my god, yeah.
there was
vaguely.
like this guy who would time travel or something,
Yeah,
like
through-
jacking it. He'd be like, I got a jack forward. You know, it makes that sound. It was like so uncomfortable to listen to. It's funny as fuck, but like, ew.
I feel like I might have had a ripped copy of GTA 2 that might have been missing the radio tracks.
Oh, okay. Oh man, they had some like,
I was apparently missing out.
yeah, man, they had some downright offensive radio ads in that one, man. I guess they were always pretty offensive, like the talk radio and shit, and GTA 3 and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
There was
They're
like
all like, I suppose, you know, satire or whatever.
oh yeah, obviously, yeah. Very tongue-in-cheek, but
Yeah.
funny shit.
It's also of the moment. Going back and playing like single player GTA 5 now even is like, oh man, this was pretty hard hitting stuff. Like The 6 months after this was out.
Yeah.
I've been playing that again a little bit recently.
I got the online set up for my
Yeah,
character.
I got online ready to go. I have no fucking clue what I'm doing in online, so I'm always like, what the hell?
Always found it so confusing.
Yeah, it's
man.
like
I don't
super
know why.
I haven't done anything but just kind of fuck around in that for a long time.
Yeah.
I played it when it first launched, and like even then, it was like hard to figure out what to do. It was like, man,
I found it was a
so
lot
there's
easier
jobs?
to figure out what to do in the original. Like
Less of it.
I don't remember it being so bad like now.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And it's shitty because I watch like YouTubers play and they have all this cool shit, and I'm like, how do you even get to the point where you have all this stuff like cool flying machines and all this stuff? It's like, dude, I want all that. I have no idea how you would get that far, but
Too much money, man.
yeah, too much fucking
It's just
around.
people with a bottomless like bank account that just.
Well, that sucks. I just lost 2 from my team. Lame.
You know? Was that like unavoidable?
Yeah.
Huh. It's kind of like when the alien just took Paul out of that time.
Yeah. Oh god, these fucking enemies are terrifying.
I will be RB.
Cool. Oh
Cool.
man, too bad I don't have any money. Can I teleport back here? Like, where am I? Oh man. Okay, so if I go to teleport. No, it doesn't seem like I can teleport here. How the fuck do I get back? Oh my god, this is giving me anxiety. I need to get those items, but I don't know how. There's these fucking enemies everywhere.
Where do you have to get back to?
To Scaraba, or just somewhere that I could get money at.
I thought this was Scaraba.
I'm still in Scaraba, but like into the town.
You're on
I
like
guess.
you're on the wrong side of the water or whatever.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh.
Wrong side of the water.
Wrong side of the tracks.
Oh, this might be a bad idea. I think this one actually explodes right there. Oh god, because if so, I'm gonna die. Oh no.
Explode. I hope my keyboard isn't too clicky clacky for you guys.
And then I haven't heard any click clacky.
Oh, I haven't loaded up the game yet.
Oh. Okay.
But I know like
Preemptive warning. I hope I'm not
Yeah.
too loud later.
yeah, no. Like I'll just frig around right now.
Mhm.
Is that bad?
No.
Oh.
Can't even hear it really.
I think I
Oh,
heard
good.
2 like subtle clicks.
Okay, no, I was like mashing it.
Okay.
Cool. Good to know anyways if I'm like ever streaming. If
Yeah.
all you hear is the clickety clacks. Because it gets in the way of my beautiful voice.
Yeah. It's important.
Yeah. It's very
And
important.
when are we gonna hear that voice? Is that coming up soon?
It is coming right.
You haven't been doing the Wednesday streams.
No, we just like we're kind of the last 2 weeks we were just kind of watching with Ozzy and stuff like that. Because if I don't well, see, during the day I'm at work technically, and Nicole is down there with Ozzy the whole time, and then in the evening I try to go down there so she can like, because he will just nonstop follow everyone around. So I try to chill it with him while she can, like, get a shower or go do whatever she wants to do, right?
Yeah, makes sense.
So she just had a bath just then, and now she's down there watching iZombie. So
I said I'll take a moment to come up here.
Okay, sweet. So I can just get all the money I need here. So that's awesome. Whoops.
You got it figured out then?
Yeah.
Okay, I was just looking into it, but I was like, I wasn't sure for how long you were.
Whew.
This guy, Dungeon Man? Or Brick Road, yeah.
Dungeon Man, super
He
creative.
turned himself into a dungeon. It's pretty funny. He's like, oh no, I'm being attacked. Oh my god. They're all like really old enemies. Yay, that was super hard. Good night, bench. Come on, Jeff, make something. Yay. Oh, no, never mind. You didn't make
My name is Jeff.
name is Jeff. Hey, Louis. Hey, what's up, mouse?
Man, I can't believe that, like, how much shit is opening soon. And it's like, is this safe, guys? Has anyone thought about this?
Are you guys like kind of going back to normal? Or at least mostly?
Oh man, it feels like they're kind of rushing it. Like,
Yeah.
malls are opening.
Oh,
Like,
that's a bad one to start.
mall.
Mall,
Really?
yeah.
Yes.
Malls are 10 to 6. Restaurants can open at half capacity.
So how does that work for food courts?
I'm
Very
able
good
to get
question.
in.
They probably removed half of the chairs in there.
Or do you have something on the... Yeah, okay. As long as they have some kind of plan.
Yeah.
It's like I was talking to Lindsay. She said they're opening the Shift, which is a bar first and foremost, but they also serve food. so it's
Allegedly.
like, we're technically a restaurant too, so we could open up. And I'm like, that, mind you, they do have a fucking amazing food. It's one of my favorite places to eat. But
It's
I'm still
sleazy.
like, yeah, like I don't think they should be opening because it's a small little bar. Like,
Yeah, it's real small, yeah.
and she said they had to like go down with like measuring tape and like take out all the chairs and like move them around so that they're all like 6 feet apart. You know what I mean? And like,
Bars are so weird too, because it's like you're giving people all these rules and then you're giving them alcohol.
exactly right.
Yeah.
Like those two things
not
don't
give
really
a fuck
go
about those
together
rules.
well. Yeah, exactly.
And we all know how Newfoundlanders get when you get drunk. You get a little handsy, right?
They're too handsy when they're sober.
Yes, man. And
Yeah.
like we're the type we're like, oh
Now,
shit,
good luck
how
finding
you
a
doing,
sober
buddy?
interview, but still.
Like, and it's like people will just be breaking the rules all over the place, man. And they have like 3 seats set up at the bar, so the only people that can sit there will be distanced. But then like, what about the people serving them? They can't, you can't be serving somebody beer from 6 feet away. Like, fuck. I just don't.
It's really it's like if there's ever like a compromise, we're in trouble because no one knows until it's too late.
Exactly.
And
then
then-
like, how do you
then
do
they're gone out
contact tracing? Yeah. How do you like? Well, I went to the fucking mall, and like,
Yeah.
like, okay, this should be real easy to contain. Like, I don't get it.
What are you guys at now for cases?
1
0.
Oh,
Yeah,
One
two.
yesterday,
we
one
still,
active. Yeah.
We still have, I think, 2 active cases. One
Yeah.
in hospital and one at home.
and what are the travel restrictions?
Well,
Still
we-
slightly
They're being
foggy on
sued
that.
for that. Apparently.
I know what they are. So, of course, traveling in 2 weeks, but you're denied entry if you're
If you're
not
not a
You're
resident.
not
here.
a
Yeah.
citizen. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. It seems like you guys got a good leash on it at least.
But again, they're being sued. A class action lawsuit against
It will not go through.
the province.
Like
No.
I understand that like it's because of people were denied entry due to a funeral. Like I understand that it's like it's upsetting and it's a part of a grieving process that you can't see, you know, your loved one that died and whatever, and that's upsetting. I get it, but this is meant to save lives. It's not a time for that type of fight, right? Like we're all
Yeah, like what grounds would you even have on such an argument? You know, it's like it's silly.
Yeah, well, the thing is that you're fighting the Newfoundland government. They're just gonna bleed you dry with lawyers.
Not only that, but like, what's your real argument? It's like, well, we didn't want 1 million people to die, so you couldn't watch your grandmother get buried. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Like, what do you want?
yeah.
It sucks. I get it. It sucks. But what do you
Yeah.
want?
I think they'll
Sucks for
argue that
everyone.
it's some sort of ethics or human rights violation, but it's like these are unprecedented times, man. People have to make unprecedented sacrifices, you know?
Yeah,
and there's-
undoubtedly, yeah.
Yeah, and there's no court that's gonna uphold it because they're gonna say it's up to each province.
Yeah.
And like, you know, then the province decided. We made a list. You can be super mad at the province all you want, but
If they had denied them entry for literally any other reason, it would probably be a much different story. But like under the circumstances, there's no way to argue for
Yeah.
yourself in this situation. Like,
you don't really have much like legroom to stand on there. Like,
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, it's 2 separate class action lawsuits from 2 different firms. So like
Yeah.
2 separate people have filed class
you
I
can
don't-
say goodbye to whoever died later. You know, they'll still be dead.
my
Like,
thing
you're,
is
you're,
that like
you're not losing that right. Like,
my thing about
funeral-
it is that like it's just like how do you think that you're gonna like how like who's the lawyers that encouraged them to take this and took on the case? Like
Yeah,
that's half the problem.
Yeah, that's what really
Like-
gets me. It's like, who thought they had
Yeah.
a false chance in hell? of
We'll
winning?
take on the crown and we'll win. You know what I mean? Like
well, I mean, they're getting paid whether they win or lose anyway, so they don't
Yeah.
really care. And best case scenario for them, they win a lawsuit against the government, in which case
That's huge.
it's huge money, and it's good on the resume too. You know, I sued the government and I won.
I fought the law.
Looks good on the old CV.
I fought the law and I won.
Yeah.
Never wrote a song about it. Wasn't great.
but I think we all know how it's really gonna pan out.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately.
No, fortunately, I would say.
Well, for them, like I mean, the problem is that let's just assume for a minute they're not dicks, and you know that they were actually just really upset because they never got to see their loved ones. You know,
Yeah, I mean,
Like-
Funeral
cooler-
lady, I think, was
cooler heads will
granted
prevail.
an exception, but she was like, "No, it's too late. I'm suing you anyway. It wasn't cool that you'd said no in the first place."
Yeah.
But I think they were like, "All right, in this one case where this lady is fucking like making the news and stuff, you can go, just yourself." But yeah, maybe the person was buried by then or whatever. But they totally even granted that person who started the class action suit an exemption in order to. It's bizarre.
Fred, do you still have the item list up?
I do, yeah. Or I have a version up. What do you need?
Hang on, it's an item that I have no idea what it is, and it just seems to be useless as far as I can tell.
Okay, I got the list open.
But I gotta bring up my inventory.
Okay.
I was gonna send it back, but I feel like the moment I send it back is when it'll fuck me. Key to the tower is all it's called.
Let's see here.
The music in here is so fucked up.
We were listening to a podcast the other day where it was Adam Ellis. He's a cartoonist that
Yeah.
just makes stuff online. And he was saying that his favorite game is Earthbound.
You needed to, let's see. You just needed to enter the dungeon man himself,
Yeah, okay.
apparently.
But, yeah, alright, cool. Because I
What do you need?
already
What else do you need,
used
sir?
it.
Oh, okay.
No, I already used it, but it was still in my possession, so I'm like, do I need this, or is it,
Oh,
can I get rid of it? I think it's...
Yeah, it says it's no longer needed once you've entered.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. I should have returned it earlier. I thought I could, but I wasn't sure, so it's like, I better hold on to it.
Yeah, it's better to be safe.
But now I'm bummed out, because now I gotta fucking call Buddy back and blah blah blah. Get rid of it. Oh wait, is that actually an item out there, or... Oh, it is. Place an item at the dead end. You are free to take it whenever you want. Okay. There's a malaki soup inside. Okay. Let's just say I didn't know what that was. It's
Let's
a summer
pretend.
vegetable, some scarab. It's high in nutrients and it has a light flavor that scarabins love. If you drink this, you recover about 80 HP. Well, that's useless. What about the Hawkeye? I have the Hawkeye. What a miracle, now you can see in the dark. Huh. Do you need the Hawkeye after, you get out of... I don't know where
I'll have a quick look here.
I don't know where that's required.
It's used in the deep darkness.
Oh, okay. I haven't get there yet.
My butthole.
AKA my butthole.
I'm going for the cheap laughs tonight.
They're the most
And I'm not
affordable.
getting them. I'm not even getting them though. Like how you can tell that everyone's tired of Brad Hounsell's shit.
I don't think you can tell.
We tried to hide it better. Oh fuck.
I don't think you
Got really good at hiding it.
Hmm.
Ooh, cup of life noodles. Fuck yeah.
Couple of life noodles.
The music, man, is so weird.
I've gotta add the listen just to know.
It's madness.
So Fred, honestly, out of the album, the songs I disliked the least were the ones that were like the oh la la.
Yeah.
I'm not really too big of a fan of that one. okay.
The third or fourth track on there has a feature that I really don't like. But it's the feature I don't like. It's like the guy's... he's just not good in my opinion, but...
Oh, is 2 Chainz?
Oh, is it 2 Chainz?
Yeah, 2 Chainz
that
is
would
in
make
song
sense.
3. That's
Yeah, I hate him. I think he's complete
Yeah,
garbage.
oh really?
Yeah.
I absolutely love. That's my favorite song on the whole album.
Really? Oh
Yeah,
my lord.
I became in love with 2 Chainz after I watched this one where he was like cooking with marijuana with some
Yeah.
guy. I don't know what it was, but he gets over high, like he gets like
Yeah, but that doesn't speak to his lack
no
of
no
musical talent.
no I'm not. I don't know. I like him. He also did this one thing of where like he brought like porn stars on like a podcast, and it was talking about like a weird sex toy. I don't know. It's just he's just
I think
hilarious.
I saw that clip. He did like he does a thing about like really expensive shit or something, and
Yeah.
he brought on this somebody to talk about the fleshlight and all this stuff, and
Yeah.
it was pretty funny. But
Yeah.
I still don't like his music. I like
I-
he sings funny.
I enjoyed like his feature in it, but like it wasn't like, you know, like Zach De La Rocha like feature that I enjoyed. It's just like it's okay. But like the main reason why I like the song is the beat and
Yeah, all the beats are insane. Like the beats on that
Mhm.
album are wild as fuck.
LP is just such a good producer, man. Like
Yeah,
comes
it's
up with
insane.
is-
wildest shit.
Even his instrumental stuff, like his instrumental albums, are so good that it's crazy.
Right,
however, I like if you had to ask me what my least favorite of all like their albums are, RTJ3 just doesn't hold up compared to the rest of them. And that's my opinion. Now I know could be wrong and, or just not.
An opinion is never wrong, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's your opinion.
Unfortunately.
But like I know. I mean, I don't really know too much about rap. I just
It's preference, man.
I
If you
found-
like it, then it's good. You know, you don't have to ask anybody else. Good. It's up to you.
I found that in the RTJ2, like it was a real like aggressive style. It's almost like a Rage Against the Machine style, and I loved that. And I guess when 3 came out, it was a little more chill, and
I think for the first album, they were kind of like trying to find their sound. Then the second album, they found it. And then the third album,
Yeah.
they were experimenting to see where it was going. So it's like you can definitely feel the growth and experimentation through all the albums, really. So they're all different and unique in their own ways, for sure.
yes, and they're not at all bad in any way. And that's what I'm trying to say. It's just
No, and the thing is
If you
about
had-
them specifically too, it's like they branch out to other genres for like people who like metal music like RTJ. So like they've got a very high expectation and it's unreachable realistically, you know, if you're trying to please literally everybody. They definitely struggle to be as good as everybody says they are because, you know, they're trying to please everybody and that can't be done. But like at the core concept of the music they make, it's phenomenal. It's insane.
I actually seen this the posting from I think it's Metal Sucks or Metal Hammer or whatever, which is quite clearly a metal like website or reporting thing. Anyways, like I went and dove into the comment section just because I just wanted to see
There's your first
what
mistake.
people were saying. No, it wasn't a mistake. Everyone there was like hyping it. Like they're like, "This album's awesome. Listen to this."
I
Like there's a
turn off
couple people in
comments and
there
ignore
like,
comments anywhere it's available. I don't want to hear anybody's opinion.
That's fair.
But to be fair, like it was really like people were really like liked it, and I expected the opposite because one time like I went on this one area where they had same kind of thing where they had reported something on hip hop and
It's like,
no
what the
one was
fuck is
biting.
this?
Yeah, like want to
It's
listen to
weird
metal.
almost. It's weird, like the unanimous love that Archie, you know, Run the Jewels gets like across the board from people of all genres. Like there's a lot of love for that band, and for good reason.
Yeah.
I don't want to fight any enemies. This song's starting to drive me crazy.
Yeah, I listened to it for a bit and I felt like my ears took acid. This is very
Years
trippy.
to go.
I've done that, I think.
Just like the dropper, like right into the ears.
I was just thinking like 2 squares of cut out acid and just like stick them in your ears. Everything filtered through them then sounds stupid.
Always how I can tell like my high's about to pop off is when I start getting auditory hallucinations. Like, ooh. Like you get that time dilation effect where it's like it's like, oh god.
Man, I live for moments like that when I'm just like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Love when you
Mhm.
take mushrooms and your stomach feels like weird a half hour later and you're like, oh yeah. It goes off after that. It's like, my tummy hurts. What the fuck?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're
Oh
like, it's that moment of where you're like, my tummy hurts. I might throw up or something. Then all of a sudden you're like,
What?
why is everything melting?
Alright, so drop the wet towel. I don't need that. Drop the pizza. I don't need that.
Louis, I can't believe I just heard that.
Drop the
Do not drop the
snake.
pizza.
That's not very Death Stranding of you.
Wait, what?
Just-
I don't get it.
You
Deliver the
okay.
pizza?
I was
Delivery?
gonna say, did you play the game?
No.
no.
Oh, a lot of pizza delivering.
Uh,
Not a lot, but
Post-apocalyptic.
more than
pizza.
there should be for a post-apocalyptic world.
Yeah. What's on that pizza, bro? Cockroaches.
Pineapple. Just don't.
Canned pineapple. Ugh.
Oh god. Or it's like it's just the outside of the pineapple. It's not. The
Yeah, the rind. Yeah.
it's the leaves.
Yeah.
yeah, the leaves.
My face is fine. Feel free to talk to it.
So I assume you played through it, Fred?
Yeah, I played through it. Yeah.
What do you think of it?
I loved it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's I understand all the complaints and I see why it got the reviews it did and why some people don't like it, but like I really enjoyed it. Did you play it?
No, I don't own a PlayStation, so. Or wait, did that come out on PC? No,
It's coming
It's
out.
out
on PC.
now, is it? Oh, no, it's coming out yet.
coming out. Yeah.
I don't know that it got a release yet.
I'd be curious to see how it's gonna look on PC.
I mean, it
Well, I
already
imagine
looked
that-
amazing on.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm curious, because like just seeing it on PS4 even was just like blew my mind a bit. It's like, how does that even look this good? Some of the games that come out at the end of consoles' lives like still surprise me to this day. Where I'm just like, really? Like,
Yeah.
wow.
It's so true.
Last year's.
Look good.
and it-
Go ahead.
Oh no, it's like that with like fucking every system that ever came out too.
Yeah,
Like, if
for
you
sure.
look at, like late normal Nintendo games, like they were pulling off some crazy shit with like 8-bit, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like Kirby's Adventure. Hot damn, that was a crazy game. I think it was like it came out after Super Nintendo was already out, so it was like really late to the normal Nintendo party. But
I mean, I remember
Man.
like being super unexcited about those games at the time, and I mean that's why they're worth so fucking much now.
yeah,
Like
totally.
look at the Last of Us games. Like those are both kind of coming out at the end of the life cycle, 2 different consoles, and like they look incredible.
Alright.
Are you Crash here, Louis?
Yeah, I think I'm going to call it. I've been playing for 3.5 hours now. It's pretty good.
Pretty
Made
good
a lot of
place.
good progress. So, Yeah, I mean, Jesus, we got like finished what 2 Soundstone locations, 3 Soundstone, no 2 I think,
2, I think. Yeah.
and got through like multiple different new locations, like making really good progress. So, yeah. Till next week, and by next week I mean Saturday.
Yeah.
Next
Oh,
week
yeah,
for
okay.
some more Earthbound, and yeah, I'll be at you tomorrow, and I guess we'll figure out what dirty fast food we want to get. Maybe some Wendy's. Haven't had Wendy's in a while.
Sick, bro.
I will pretend that I haven't had Wendy's in a while. Because I don't want y'all to know what a shitty human being I am.
Well, we could also have something different, but there's some.
I've eaten every fast food. Now just kidding.
They're all just so fast.
Yeah, they're all so fast.
Taco Bell. It's not even here. Somehow I've had it. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, James. Thanks for
All
showing
right.
up.
Peace, boys.
Peace out.
Have a good
Cool.
one, guys.
Later on.
Bye.
Peace.